Okay, guys, we are live. So for those listening at home, welcome to the Dungeon Musings YouTube channel. My name is Kevin Madison, and I will be your friendly Dungeon Master, your friendly 3.5 Dungeon Master, because you see, tonight we are taking a break from our usual games. We have a different slate of heroes than we normally do on a Friday night, so we have elected to take the night to revisit not only Dungeons & Dragons 3.5, we're also revisiting one of our classic favorite settings, the Barrowmaze. This would be Greg Gillespie's incredible mega dungeon. And revisiting some heroes that we generated about a month ago as well. So, guys, let me quickly introduce you the fine players we have ready to venture into the Barrowmaze tonight, and then we will talk about what we're doing tonight. Why don't you guys tell us who you are and who you're playing? First up, we've got Dave.
Hey everybody, I'm Dave. I'm playing Vargosh, and I'm trying to find his character sheet because I just realized I didn't know where it was.
Oh, here he is.
I think he is
Vargosh Turok.
Yeah, Vargosh. He is a half-orc barbarian, and I don't remember much about him, but he's going to kick some butt, maybe.
Very nice. Yeah, maybe.
Well, you got to use your bio and info tab to write your backstory.
And next up is John.
Hey everyone, I'm John. I'm playing my favorite setting aside from Pathfinder, and I will be taking the role of Kyrian. He has no surname because he was born a slave and became a gladiator and a personal bodyguard, and he likes to use a reach weapon.
Very nice. Now, you may have betrayed yourself here. You said favorite setting other than Pathfinder, not favorite system.
I like Barrowmaze too. It's really good.
Barrowmaze is really great. I think we have Barrowmaze has now been one of the, if not the most converted setting. It used to be Eberron for me. I'd run just a shit ton of stuff with Eberron. Barrowmaze, I'm pretty sure, has supplanted it now with the sheer amount of different iterations of it that we've tried out. But guys, do you remember what happened a month ago after we first met these heroes? And they set out from Ironguard Motte. They had a bit of trouble in Ironguard Motte, and then they had a little bit of trouble on the road. Of the croaking variety.
I think in Ironguard Motte, didn't we get some off-duty guards accosted us and tried to
shake you down?
Trying to shake us down and make us pay for our own safety, and we basically left them in a back alley full of blood and weapons. And
that sounds about right.
We were going to take their weapons or something, and then we realized that their weapons had like the Ironguard Motte insignia or something on it. And we're like, oh, this is a bad idea. Leave these here.
Kyrian didn't think much of looting the dead, so
left town, and we're heading from Ironguard Motte towards Helix.
Yep. And then on the road there, something happened.
Yeah, John, you want to take over?
Yes, we were ambushed by mini frog people with javelins and short, pointy swords.
Yep.
Kyrian ran like a fool inside to engage them directly and didn't turn out well.
Yeah.
Nearly lost a few people.
Let me move this map over for us here, guys, so we can see. There we go. That'll work. All right.
I do believe Vargosh was saving the day by just killing things left and right when he got up there.
It was a tough. You guys had it was a tough encounter. There was a lot of ranged weapons that were being rained down on you, and you guys are first level, so it's life is tough. Since you guys have arrived in Barrowmaze, I think that some of your traveling companions, we can assume this is a few days later. You guys don't actually have any healing potions or anything, so I think you guys are only healing 1 point per day, because 3.5 is awesome that way.
I think it's 1 plus con modifier.
No.
That's about it.
I don't think it's con. I don't think you get your con. I think it's only your level. It's 1 point per level. Let's take a look at my rules compendium here.
You might be right. It's been a long time since I played.
Let me just check my player's handbook that I gave or sold off years ago and don't have.
1 hit point per character die. You get the con bonus in Astonishing Swordsman and Sorcerer's Hyperborea.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. 3 point. There's a couple of rules that was refreshing my memory with this a couple months ago. I was like, oh man, this is way more hardcore than I remember it being.
Yes.
Fucking energy drain is It's no joke.
Not as bad as second edition.
Not as bad as second. But it's pretty freaking. It's pretty dangerous. And the thing is that it doesn't, because everything is sort of like comparative to level. It's a lot harder to catch up once you get dinged with level drain. Level drain you just recover from, in those old school games. But in any event, so after you guys have arrived in Helix, I'm assuming that you guys have taken up sort of residence at the Brazen Strumpet's over here at the oh gosh, how can I forget the name of the tavern? The Brazen Strumpet. Isn't the Strumpet the name of it?
It sounds right.
Yeah, and then
Isn't that
the Foul Pheasant is what I was thinking of. Yeah, so Foul Pheasant is the brothel. That is right over here. So you guys have been in here.
Foul Pheasant is the brothel? Never want to go there.
The Foul Pheasant? Yeah. We've had some characters take up residence there. Now, what I think what we're going to assume is that the other characters are, either have otherwise decided they're, not ready to go out, or they're too injured, or they've just left. They've left town. So you guys, will pick up with you guys in the busy, Brazen Strumpet. It's evening. It's the beginning of summer, so this is when the season for adventuring is really kicking off here. And you guys are down to a 2. Remind us, I know Kirian's backstory, you told us what that was, John. What was Vargosh's backstory as well, too? Do we remember?
I don't remember, to be honest. I'll have to write something up, give him some actual
what
history.
Is his? Let's see here.
I seem to recall him trying to come after his brother or something that came down this way. That sounds familiar.
But he's half-orc, and so he doesn't have a
the human
brother from the clan because he's an outcast. And yeah.
Oh, and you got Survivor as your feat. So that tells us you were from more of a wild civilization, because I think I gave each of you guys regional feats on top of what you had. So. Yeah. All right, so you guys are sitting around. Kirian, the former gladiator, Vargosh, the savage, in from the wild. So you guys are definitely, cut from the adventurer cloth, but certainly not, not into any of the stranger stuff. You guys have not spent your life training in a monastery like a monk. You've not, spent years poring over tomes to become a magical master. You've not been called to serve a god. You guys are, like, it seems, more like a sword and sorcery kind of duo than otherwise.
Well, Kirian has some interest in like the arcane arts, but he was never given access to the books when he was serving. So
okay.
Sounds to me like you're trying to rub it in that we don't have any casters.
Really an observation.
Cast my sword at something.
So then, what you guys, what I'll say is that each of you guys do have a healing potion, so you can put a healing potion on your character sheet, or a potion of cure light wounds, I should say.
Okay.
And
we did pick up a potion of bear endurance and 800 silver pieces. So
yeah, so you have a little bit of cash to potentially spend. Do we have a party loot thing here?
I have it on my character sheet because I figured we'd need it. But
character
cure light. Okay. We have a party loot thing created, so I'll just add them there.
Oh yeah, and these character notes, I'll get rid of this. That's for AD&D 2nd edition. Bulleted.
Okay.
So what are we going to do? We're going to do something, maybe hire some people and head into this marshy land there. Keep talking about more.
My wounds have fully healed, although the holes in my armor have not. If we do adventure, we're going to need assistance.
So what you've heard, that there is a guy in town who runs a mercenaries guild, basically, or like a place where you can hire henchmen, torchbearers. The word obviously has spread. Osen's mercenary guild. and you've heard about this from further east as well. The locals refer to it as the League of Ordinary Gentlemen.
Okay.
But let me see what people we've got here for the meat shields. All right, here we go. So, now, do either of you have knowledge? What is it? Local.
I have no knowledge skills.
Okay. Margosh, do you
No.
know?
If I can roll them untrained, I'm fairly decent, but
I don't think you
have any
can.
ranks, so.
Yeah, I don't think you can.
Bargosh has.
Yeah, none of them.
I have climb and jump and ride and swim.
So neither of you. So then I guess the other option is: do you want to spend 5 gold to try and improve your chances? Spread some cash around to improve the chances of hearing from better hirelings.
Yes.
Okay.
Do we have 5 gold?
We have 80 gold because of our silver pieces.
So 10 silvers per coin?
Isn't it? That's a 3.5 exchange rate. 10 silver for a gold piece.
I think that's right. Yeah, a gold piece. I think the only one that's not like 1 for 10 is platinum,
Yeah, I think so.
and that may be different in 3.5. But okay, so then yeah, if you want to spend 5 gold, that'll be. So this is for the week. Who is available?
So we're down
All
to
right.
750 silver.
So the thing is, there is no. It does not appear that there are any. What do you call it? Any classed hirelings that are available. So that is unfortunate. However, I'm just going to take a photo on my phone so I can just read it more easily. So what you have is there are 4. Oh, interesting. There's an elf in amongst these. There are 3 men-at-arms and 1 torchbearer who are available for hire. The torchbearer is a human named Steenwick, who is, let's see here, has a dagger and really nothing else. There's nothing else of interest about Steenwick. But, yeah. You also have Rail, who is an elf wearing a longsword, or carrying a longsword, wearing a leather armor and shield, who seems to have a mercenary background. Perhaps not unusual, given the age of these things, of elves. So Real, it's R-E-E-L-E. There's a human whose name is Carm, C-A-R-M. Carm carries he dual wields a hand axe and a dagger, leather armor, and he's got a strange shrunken head hanging from his waist. Good luck, he says. And the final hireling is actually a halfling. I clearly didn't read. It's a halfling named Frobar. Frobar carries a short sword and wears leather armor. Otherwise, nothing else remarkable about Frobar.
I just like the name Crowbar, and they're a halfling.
Yep. So each of these folks, the halfling, let's see here. No. So each of these can be hired for 1 gold per day.
Any of them skilled in first aid?
Negatory. No. If you do you have diplomacy? Any points of diplomacy?
No.
Well, you can roll that one. You can roll untrained.
I think this is on you.
Hey, I rolled a 16. You got a 17.
Nice.
Yay.
So yeah, I mean, if you're asking about these, like about what their backgrounds are, asking where they come from, Steenwick is a former scullion, so he figured life as a torchbearer in the Barrowmaze was better than continuing to being, scrubbing out latrines and shit like that. Real is a mercenary. Frobar is pretty sketchy about his background. He's not saying one way or the other what it is, but he's very uncommittal. Or what he does is he says one thing and then he contradicts that with something else. So you get a sense that Frobar may be on the run from something, and Karm it has no shame and is happy to share that he was a latrine digger.
I'm liking Karm.
Karm and Real serve together. So if you want to hire the Karm and Real have worked together before.
I'm thinking those two are interesting enough. Vargosh, how do you feel about elves?
Yeah, pointed ears. If he can hit something with his sword, then I'm good.
I just know your kind and the elves kind of have a history.
What are you saying about my kind, Kyrian?
Orcs, man.
Do I look all orc? I told you I'm half orc.
I'm aware. That's why I asked in the first place.
Orcs don't like me. People don't like me. Elves don't like me. I don't care.
Okay.
I like me. That's what matters.
All right. So then, if you're hiring,
Rail and Karm, so 2 gold.
There we go. We use this for our elf.
I like that picture. I don't know where that came from.
All right, and I've got their hit points as well too, which it ain't great.
Well, luckily, players in 3.5 get max hit points at first level. NPCs do not.
What's that?
Players get max hit points.
Oh yeah,
at first
and
level.
NPCs do not. Yeah. That is one of the true joys of the NPC class. All right, so Frobar. Oh, I gotta get back to the thing here. Here we go. Frobar has. Real is the elf here. I'm gonna give you guys control over Real. Oop, what am I doing here? Real. There we go. Controlled by all players.
I love how it's a black and white version of Andrew's character.
Yeah. Real has a whopping 4 hit points, so
elves and their bloody constitution.
Treat him gently.
We can't adjust the token yet, Kev.
No, I know. I'm still setting it up right now.
Okay.
Boom. There you go. So there's Real and Frobar. Let's see here.
Karm.
Or Karm, right.
A human.
What do we got here?
On Karm, have your shrunken head give you some good hit points.
Yeah. Oh, he does not have very good hit points either. The henchman, I think the one that had the highest hit points is actually the halfling. So, okay, good choice. Let's see here.
The halfling was too shifty.
So he's a former ditch digger. So I think we'll use this one. Or a latrine digger, not even ditches.
No, nastier than ditches.
Yep. Okay, so here's his name, Karm, controlled by you guys. Y'all can see it. Karm's hit points. Oh no, Karm is the one with 6 hit points. Holy smokes! You got your new tank. There we go. All right, Karm and Real. So then, they're happy to hire on with you guys. Is there any other shopping you wish to do?
Let's see.
What do we know about going into this Barrowmaze thing?
Well, let's see here.
What do we know that we have to get, like, this is like my 3rd or 4th character in this setting. We know that going in, you need to have, like, sledges and shovels.
Yep, sledges. They know that it's to reach the Barrowmaze is basically it's a half-day travel or half-day trip to get through the moors. Directly kind of, south west of Helix. It is incredibly dangerous in there. You need to make sure you don't get lost. So a guide would be helpful. But I think Vargosh, you're decent with survival, aren't you?
Yeah. Yeah, skill.
It is.
I climb, and I jump, and I ride, and I swim.
Your survival... Well, you got plus 2 from your feet, so 0. Your wisdom is not your greatest score. How about you, Kyrian? You have any survival?
I have a +1.
There you go. Real is a mercenary, so he is unlikely to... Actually, none of you guys are trained in survival. This is going to work.
A halfling got survival?
So we have no cleric, We have no survival skills. We have no magic user. And we'd left the thief behind because he looked sketchy.
Yep.
So
Yeah, what you have is 4 points of
meat
astonishing fortune. So
we have four meat shields and 4 astonishing fortune. We're good.
Yep. Well, you each have a healing potion as well, too, don't you?
Squeaky freaking chair.
I don't hear it.
Yeah, I didn't even hear him.
Wonder if I can leave breadcrumbs.
Well, your character's +1 with survival. I'm sure.
I do want to purchase a 10-foot pole.
Okay, you can purchase a 10-foot pole.
10-foot pole.
Well, the thief isn't here, so click, 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 click.
Yep. And then a shovel and a hammer are also helpful for that. They say for extricating stuff from either digging up burial mounds or breaking through the burial mounds. Holy water is also the burial mound or burial mounds are full of undead, so holy water is an effective remedy against them as well.
How much is
John,
holy water?
can you take this off the gold the silver?
I'm doing the party loot stuff.
Great.
Okay.
So holy water costs you, I think it's 50. Because I think it's the same as a healing potion.
50 is going to be a huge chunk of our gold. We might have to pass on that.
I just hope that you can fight your way through.
I got a potion to cure cure light wounds. It'll work.
Let's see here. Mm-hmm. Flask of holy water is actually only 25.
It's still like a quarter of our gold. So, what do you think, Dave or Vargosh? Should we splurge on it?
Never needed holy water before.
Okay.
Barbarian's famous last words.
Yep.
Hey, in a couple sacks, a shovel, a sled, a crowbar, a 10-foot pole. We need a rope and grappling hook.
A sled. Hold on. Do you have enough money for a sled?
Well, I mean, like, oh wait, how much is a little sled? to
Yeah,
pull
sled.
things
Hold on.
on?
Where's my equipment manual?
I know it's not a wagon, but
Bargosh is like, you handle the money. I'm just here to hit things.
There we go. Arms and equipment manual. I got all my 3E stuff right behind me as well, too.
sled is 20 gold.
So that's, I mean, if you're saying 25 is most of your gold, then
Well, a quarter of our gold.
that's not a bad idea, though, for carrying extra stuff.
Yeah, I can carry 300 pounds, I think.
So what do you think?
Yeah,
Can you get a sled for this as well, guys?
Yeah, what do you think, Dave? Get a sled?
Yeah.
And haul bodies back with it. We need to as well.
What?
Okay.
You could ask at, I suppose, you could ask at the church and see if there is anyone, any clerics of Saint Yig who may be willing to go along with you as well.
Oh, like an acolyte.
Yeah.
Yeah, we should do that. Promise a good donation to the temple from the proceeds that we find.
100%.
Yeah, that's a way to go about it.
10% of the temple. What do you think, Vargosh?
Sure. We'll even give 15.
Well, and then that means whatever. So it'd be 10% to the temple off the top, and then an equal
then
share
split.
for whatever person that goes with you.
Are we giving the mercs a full share or half a share?
No. They don't have class. They don't have class levels, so they get squat. They get their 1 gold per day. Class levels is when they start getting shares, equal shares.
Gotcha. Okay. Sounds good to me.
Okay.
I'm taking an acolyte would be somebody with a class level, right? Because they'd be a spellcaster.
Yes. What I'm basically going to do is duplicate Arlen's character, and then just change the name and change the frickin' character sheet.
Acolyte's classed, right?
Acolyte is classed, yes.
Okay,
that's why
so-
they will get
Gotcha.
an extra.
We're
see
doing
here.
30, 30, 30, 10. Okay.
Okay, let's see here. Why not? So your priest is a guy named Ederic.
No.
Yeah, can't get away from it.
I
Boom.
demand a reshuffle that name deck.
And this is what it looks like. What he looks like.
Oh, okay with that.
Okay. So,
Ederic, art thou skilled in survival?
Ederic, I do not believe is skilled in survival.
Okay.
He is. Let's see here.
Healing or something, maybe?
He's got a bonus. He's not trained in it. And I can't remember. Can you use survival untrained?
You can.
Yeah. So then he's
not to track anybody, but you can use it to.
He's got a +3 with that, so a little bit better
You
than
can try to assist him.
Yeah. I don't think you can. Not for. Let's see, is that right? Yes. Not for what do you call it?
Getting lost and stuff, doesn't it?
Yeah, yeah. Okay, let's see here. Visible editors. See, edit. Can't edit. All right, so then here we go, guys. I believe you have your party together.
We'll
Ederic,
have to see
Carm, Kyrian, and Real. Let me just make sure that these guys are under only your control. So, where are you here? Oh, gosh. So that the tokens will display properly. Oh, and let me get that. And then Kyrian. Oh, wrong thing. Make sure you are only you. There we go. All right, guys.
You need any pythons or something?
Some of the crypts do require you to climb down into it as well.
Okay, so pythons it is.
Okay.
Does that mean we need rope?
I have rope.
Torches.
Torches.
I think only Vargosh has. Oh, Real has dark vision as well, or low light vision.
Okay, we're gonna get 10 pythons.
Okay.
I think we bought the sled.
You need a hammer for your pythons.
Oh yeah.
You want me to carry some of that?
That's what the sled's for.
All right.
Okay. I'm setting up vision for all you guys as well. Make sure everyone's got that. Okay.
I'm gonna get 2 ropes of 50 foot for hemp.
All right.
Torches are. Yeah, we might as well put 10 torches.
Okay. Then, are you guys ready to head out?
Yep.
I believe so.
Okay, I'm just setting up your tokens here, guys.
Time to adventure.
7 gold, 48. Oh, we spent almost half of our gold, or our monies, so.
Well, if those other guys hadn't shown up, they could have told us not to, but they didn't, so...
All right. So then, guys, what we see is you guys heading out into the Barrowmaze. Now, one thing I did do to save us some time tonight and to spend more time playing and less time referencing loot tables is I pre-rolled everything tonight. So I have, let's see here.
Our death pre-planned.
Excellent. Yeah, it's gonna be a brutal one. All right, so
in a blaze of glory.
yeah, although it'll be as is tradition for Barrowmaze games, it'll be the henchmen who end up paying the highest cost. I'm sure.
Is there a way to turn off rolls to GM?
Which one? What's rolling to GM right now?
Like when I rolled diplomacy, it rolled to you.
Did it only roll to me?
Yeah.
Dave, could you see the diplomacy check?
Nope.
Okay, hold up.
Oh, it looks like the macros have it whisper to GM listed. That's what it is.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't know how the character... I know there's macros involved in it, but if you go... oh, there's no cog on here.
Yeah, it's built into the macro. I can get rid of it.
Okay. All right. So, guys, what you see is, first of all, you guys are heading out, and the weather, Dave, you'll be happy to learn, I have rolled it. It's normal.
Bad.
It is a normal, hot, and muggy day as you guys head out into the fields that surround Helix, heading south, and then out into the Barrowmaze itself. Now, let me move us over to our traditional Barrowmaze maneuvering thing here. Oh, there's a lot of characters here. Boom, they're gone now.
Seems like kind of night where you might need some extra protection.
Yeah, most possibly. Let's see here. Are we? You're putting your chainmail on? Nice. All right. Let me just. I've actually got. I think. So when we had our Eberron one shot, I had loaded a shit ton of really great illustrations of swamps and such, and we can actually maybe shake things up. Let me just find that dark forest. Nope. All right. Yes. Now, this is great stuff here. This is just wonderful. I mean, not for you guys, but I mean, it's pretty great. Yeah. Guys?
I think this group is a danger to the multiverse.
Yeah, I hear that. I've heard that somewhere.
We're not going to be able to cast magic missile.
Really destabilize the timeline. Red zone it.
All right, guys, here. Because you are absolutely correct. It is daytime. Let me move you over to daytime in the Barrowmaze. So, you guys are heading out. What I need is, I think what I'll do, you have a choice of either you making the roll, John, for this, or I mean your character making the roll. And let me just quickly check. Where's my rules compendium? I'm going to check aid another, because if I don't want
to. It should be under the skill, I think.
No, it's under aid another.
I think the under the skill says whether you can use aid another on it or not.
Let's see. Yeah, if the right is 10 or higher, and if you got 5 ranks in it, you get a higher bonus. Okay, cool. So, let's see. Is survival listed in here? I wonder. Starvation is listed in here. Guys, don't worry. I got rules for starvation. Don't you worry.
Kev, I was kind of wondering when that was going to come in.
Yeah. We haven't played Dark Sun in quite a while. Really need to revisit... get the thirst and hunger going again.
I'm looking at the survival skill. It doesn't say anything about being able to aid another in it, so...
Yeah, okay. Let me quickly look at the thing again. And for those listening at home, it's been such a long time since I've run this, and because it differs just enough from Pathfinder that both myself and John need to look it up.
I'm making chainmail, so, and I don't have a book.
Oh.
So it says that it also says that in cases when a skill restricts who can achieve certain results, you can't aid another. So because it's not a restricted skill, I think that, and it doesn't expressly say you can't do that, I think I'll let you do that. So John, why don't you roll for the aid another, and I will roll for Ederic.
Okay, and I think I need to hit a 10 to give him a +2 bonus.
You do, that's correct.
Survival.
And you're going to roll these a couple of times. Oh, that ain't good.
No bonus for me.
No bonus for you. You want to spend Astonishing Fortune, or no?
I think we might need it.
Yeah, not a bad... I'd say that's a correct assessment. All right, so then for... he has a +3 himself. All right, so the first hour is no difficulty. He seems to know where he's going. You're tromping your way through here. It's as... it's as awful as what you have heard. The Barrowmaze itself, as is tradition. I think it's our first time into the Barrowmaze with these characters, so let's talk about what the Barrowmaze is actually like. I'm going to switch up our music here. Let's see here.
I don't know. I didn't think it was that crucial, John. We could have spent 3 hours lost in the Barrowmaze, and it would have been just as entertaining for everyone who's watching at home.
That is true.
So, guys, and for those listening at home who may be joining us in the Barrowmaze for the first time, or the Barrowmaze for the first time, within the marsh, so the Barrowmaze itself, the Barrowmaze dominates the Duchy of Eric. The moor is a vast, fetid bog, roughly 30 miles north and south, and 35 miles east and west. Within the marsh, an obscuring fog hangs heavily on the landscape and easily disorients travelers. At dusk, the fog is nearly impenetrable, and the moon casts an eerie glow across the moor. The air feels thick and hard to breathe. The marsh smells of rot and decay. The ground of the Barrowmaze is soft, and footprints quickly fill with dark, peat-colored water. The bog is difficult to navigate due to the tangled and near-impenetrable mass of decaying trees, weeds that stand 7 feet high, knotted vines, and deep pools of black swamp water. The moor is an unnervingly silent place. Occasionally, the deep croak of a bullfrog can be heard before it plops into the water, or perhaps the distant caw of a raven. But otherwise, the moor is strangely silent. And that is where our heroes have been tromping through. You're slapping away insects that seem to bite without making that ever-present humming. And between the lot of you, why don't... No, you guys have been good for this first time, so you're not running into any hazards. Next hour, Kieran, would you kindly give us another survival check, please? Let's see if we can help out here.
Can do.
Vargosh, you can help as well, too. You don't need to be trained for this. You just need to get a 10. So Kieran's adding a +2. Vargosh, you want to try it as well?
Nope, I'm just going to watch. Maybe I'll pick up a few things.
Okay, so +5. Once again, so they seem to be 2 hours in. Edric seems to know precisely the direction that you guys are going. Next hour. Would you go ahead and give us your 8 another? Nat 20. Fantastic. So what you come across, as you're making your way along, Edric stops and he points at some pale-colored moss. It's got like almost a bluish tinge to it. He says, He takes some of it off of the tree. It's growing on, say, the west side of the tree, and he stuffs it into his satchel. And he says, it's staunch flow. This will stabilize. If you're bleeding, and he hoists up his hammer and says that the St. Yig is with us. This is a boon. This will be a fruitful expedition.
While he's gathering that up, Kieran gets curious and kind of look at the moss and tries to get an idea. Well enough that if he sees it again, he'll know to grab it.
Okay. Do you have? Yeah, you got no training in nature, right?
Oh no, it's all purely for future. Like if I want to go down a path, there's reason for it.
Got it. Okay.
So he's trying to learn everything he can out here because he's never been in this environment before.
Oh, for sure. And like the I think the thing that is probably the most shocking is how it goes on forever, but seems to be so cramped. And it is it's unlike any other terrain that you've gone through. You can suddenly find yourself pushing your way through a bunch of barking dogs, and then you suddenly find yourself in a 6 foot deep little pool of water, and you can hear shit splash into the water that you don't know what it is, and then you're once again in a completely overgrown and tightly netted hedge, almost as if someone was growing well-tended gardens around a rich person's manor. So it's and all that whole time it's just oppressive and hot and sticky, and you can't seem to get your feet dry. And you're dragging this damned sled behind you as well too. So
It's going to be even harder on the way back because it's light now.
yeah, less optimism. You mean you're be carrying someone's body on it or what?
One way or the other.
Something's coming back on the sled. Better not be me.
Yep. All right. So then,
I think Vargosh, while they're looking at the plants and pulling up the moss and stuff, I think Vargosh is chatting with the hirelings, trying to, gauge who they are and whether he wants to trust them in battle.
sure.
Or if he,
Is he doing kind of more of a bullying approach here, or is he trying to be friendly and charming?
no, he's not friendly or charming, but he's trying.
He's trying. Okay, so give us a diplomacy check. Let's see how it goes over with your allies.
Can always roll well.
Nice. 17. Very good. All right,
Rolled
so
an 18.
that's pretty. Oh, did you take a -1?
Yeah, he's got I have an 8 charisma.
Yeah.
Vargosh has an 8 charisma.
So they, what you find out is that like Reelin and Carm, like I said, they've actually served together before. So they have been traveling through across kind of the northern territory, usually hiring on with larger forces. This is where they decided to try and find their riches down here, hiring on with some adventurers heading into the Barrowmaze. And, if they can work their way up and put together a group themselves, that sort of seems to be what their goal is. They are not trained whatsoever. Like, Carm is going to be useless in combat. Reel he at least knows what the sharp end of a stick is. But, I mean, neither of these guys has the carrying. You can see, if you give if Vargosh kind of gives a test to them, you can tell that, like, they are woefully untrained. These are people who came into possession of a sword and a shield, more so than people who trained with them. So,
Yeah.
But that's their goal. That's their goal, at least. They seem to have,
Right.
a plan.
This is the higher end of training. We're gonna put them right into the fight, if there is one. You don't get to stand back with a wooden sword and hit your friend and then apologize about it afterwards.
Yeah.
This is where you really test your mettle.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Anything to add there, Kyrian?
Yeah, he says if we do get in battle, assist us. Try to make the enemy open up so that we can hit them.
The Ederic, kind of his eyes narrow, and he kind of chuckles, and he says, "You mean distractions?"
I mean, it's one way to fight.
Swing
Gets
and hit
up
things.
from your
Swing
thing,
and hit things.
hoists his hammer, and he says, "This way." So let me bring you guys over to where we will start here. Now, there we go. What I'd like you guys to do, you are heading to the southwest. So we're kind of actually directly south at this point. So would you kindly put yourselves, you guys are right here.
I see blackness.
Oh,
I also see the blackness of the abyss as well.
uh-oh. Have I killed you already? Uh-oh.
I'm going to make up a mage next time.
Yeah. Hold on.
Magic missile.
Why do these characters not have... Let's see here. I did fix... Oh, I thought I fixed your vision. No, wrong character. Here we go. Kyrian. You have vision on. And I've got no...
We have a light source.
You don't need a light source because the dynamic lighting's not on. For this
Maybe
map,
we
at
just
least.
need to refresh. I will refresh and see if that fixes it.
Yeah. Does that fix it, John?
Still loading.
Okay.
Nope, still black.
Still black. God damn it! It drives me nuts that they changed the dynamic lighting. I did find that they've hidden under a sub thing. They've got, you can access legacy lighting still, but what a colossal pain in the ass. Let's see here.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is a fun part.
Yeah, it's always okay. That's token settings. So you got vision, and you see Vargosh has got dark vision on. So there's really no reason why you shouldn't see it. I guess what I could do is...
Drop a light source in there.
Well, no, I can turn on... Oh, hold on. Yep, prob between keyboard and chair. They've grandfathered forward the legacy lighting and everything. Remember I was saying about that nested paragraph or nested table? That's what they've done. So for those listening at home, if you did set up anything in your game on legacy lighting and you can't figure out what's going on, go to the dynamic lighting layer or the table on your page, right to the bottom where the legacy lighting stuff is, and it'll still be on. So you guys can see now, yes?
Yes.
Fantastic. Now, what order do you guys wish to be going? You're heading south here. It's just rearrange around this area here that you're going.
I think maybe Kieran and Ederic will be leading because we're doing the survival checks.
Okay.
And maybe Vargosh in the back with the 2 henchmen. I can't control Ederic. Is that intentional?
What's that? You can't control Ederic, no, because he's an NPC. All right. Yeah, and yeah, there you go. Spread yourselves out because it's not, you're not going to be walking in formation here. All right, so that is, yeah, that'll work perfectly. I mean, would now, let me ask you this. When you're making your rolls, guys, is the thing prompting for modifiers?
Yes.
Excellent.
Okay, let me double check.
Skill checks?
Yes, skill checks.
It did not for that one.
Did not prompt for modifiers. Okay.
It does when I do an attack, though.
Okay, that's interesting. I wonder if I can... Does it prompt when you're attacking or not?
It does. Yeah, when we attack, it asks for flank or whatever.
Okay, hold on here. Let's see. Notes, all miscellaneous. Miscellaneous, here we go. Oh, what's this? Ability store recalculation, roll templates. Oh yeah, it's the one that's so fucking macro heavy. So I don't know how to fix that. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna have to just apply it afterwards. I mean,
or change the target number.
Change the which?
Change your target number.
Does it prompt you for a target number?
No, but when you're trying to determine what we need to roll, just modify the target number based on the environment or the...
Oh, yeah, great. Yeah, there you go. That way we're not... yeah, okay. So what I'd like is for both Kirian and Vargosh to give us a spot check, please.
Spot.
Taking my character sheet back.
Yeah, sorry about that, Dave.
That's right.
Okay, nice one, Kirian.
It's above average.
Okay.
Fighters don't get spot and listen in 3.5.
Mm-hmm.
You have to pay out the nose for those skills.
Vargosh got a nat 20.
Nat 20.
So Vargosh, here's the thing. Let me see what these guys can. All right, they actually spot you as well, too. Vargosh, because you got the nat 20, you're the one who's going to have a split second before you see what's happening here. What you can see, let me reveal, a little further ahead. Let's get a little more dangerous music going here. There we go. Up ahead, there are 4 kind of hunched reptilian creatures that have vaguely man-like features. There is one of them that seems to be carrying a bow of some kind, of crudely made bow, and is keeping watch, looking back and forth. These have these kind of vaguely, almost like gecko-like qualities to them. They got big bulbous eyes. Actually, I got an illustration I can show you guys. These...
I'm trying to look at this tiny little picture. I'm like, I can't see.
Yeah. Let me show you here. It's one of my favorites. I honestly would love a poster of this. I wish I knew the where this came from.
You know, Kev, for the charity raffle, what if we had donation milestones that unlocks different NPC class or different player? Yeah.
In what? Oh, in 3.5?
Well, just in general. Like, hey, we get to a certain level, you unlock reptilian race.
Yeah, reptilian
characters.
hunters. So this is what they look like, guys. I cannot tell you how much I love that illustration.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's pretty freaking cool.
They see us and we see them like at the same time.
The one sees, I think you see them a split second beforehand, Vargosh. So maybe you get a chance to do something quick if you want.
It's a piezo product.
Yeah, I don't know if it's... it looks like something also that I from a... what do you call it? From a 4th edition book. That might be why I have such fond associations with it. But in any event, it's an amazing illustration. I love the Gecko Man.
I think Argosh just goes, "Get down!"
Okay, so you say that, and then you hear kind of a trilling hiss. What you all... Then, Kyrian, you spot this as well, too. Just before you duck down. Unfortunately, you make eye contact with this one of the hunters. The other 3 are sort of working on a... I'm in the wrong layer. They are all sort of working away to strip an oversized crocodile that's just bristling with a bunch of arrows out of it. These things are kind of pulling it along, getting meat out of it. And why don't we start with some initiative, guys? Let's give some order to this here. Does not mean you're necessarily fighting. Let me get... Hold on, I may have to clear... No, I don't have to clear it. Nice. Got a turn. Okay.
Doesn't mean we're fighting, but...
Just to give order to our actions here. Just as if we were drawing cards in Savage Worlds.
Could be fighting, folks.
There we go. Oop, what am I doing here? All right, and then let's have... Dave, why don't you control Real, and Kyrian, or John, you control Karm.
Okay.
Each of them has no modifier to initiative. Let me just add turns for him here. And Ederic. Let me roll on him for you. Initiatize with this schmuck here. We're all initiative. Oh, I didn't select. I did the same damn thing I always say not to do. There we go. All right.
They look pretty light on his feet.
Okay, so guys, then first up is going to be Kyrian. Kyrian, what are you doing?
I'm
So
kind of like ducking down a little bit and looking for some cover and just getting my short bow out and knocking an arrow, but not making an attack at the moment.
So where is your halberd then? Don't you carry? Is it a halberd you're carrying, or is it something else?
It is a glaive, I believe.
Yeah, because a glaive, like I'm assuming you're carrying the pole arm, unless you tell me otherwise. Because if it's stuffed away, it's going to take more than an action to actually unpack the thing, right?
Yeah, I'd leave it on the sled.
Okay, so it's on the sled. Okay, so there is cover. There's that rock there. If you want to try and duck behind that.
Yeah, I'll duck behind. It's like,
okay.
I don't want to let loose an arrow and trigger the fight unless we have to. So.
Okay. So then next up is Ederic. Now, give me one sec here, guys. We're going to do something here. Let's have... Excuse me.
What do you think, Dave? Did we have the 2 hirelings pulling the sled?
Would you guys each give me a percentile roll, please? 70. Thank you. So I'm rolling for NPC traits here. Foppish and a nervous eye twitch is what we got for Ederic. So Ederic is his eyes kind of twitching, and he's like, "What? What are they? Do we wish to parley with them? Ho there! Ho there! I'm trying to play him as a fop and not, you know, quote him as gay. Because it's not... That's the unfortunate... Yeah. So he is... he sort of is stepping forward and seems to be... Yeah, so he can move right to the edge of the island he's on, and then he's going to roll a diplomacy check. Oh, there!
Good luck, Mr. Cleric Man.
You got an 8. Not 6, not terribly. Vargosh, you're up next. What are you doing?
I'm like, Vargosh was about to crouch, and he realizes that Edric's moving forward and trying to talk to him. What are you doing, man? He runs up behind him.
Okay.
Move is 40. Oh yeah, I'm a barbarian.
Yeah. You're fast.
Yeah, I'll just move up behind him. Like, what are you doing, man? They're lizard creatures.
They're creatures sort of who may yet have to see the grace of Saint Yig.
Okay.
1 second here. If they will not listen to his grace, they will fall to his might. So I was trying to roll for random reactions for NPCs, and I do not seem to find that in here. So let's rule from his reaction. So Vargosh, you moved over, and you're staying next to that. Karm is next up. Karm can move 30.
Yeah, tell Karm to get into cover next to me.
Okay. Then it is their turn. All right, so distance between him and Wuppo is about 85 feet. So I gotta dig through my... because I got a bunch of DM screens for 3.5. I need to find the one that's got the weapons on it. Because the one I have been using does not have them on it.
They're using a short bow?
No, they are using longbows.
Ooh.
Yeah, you're in trouble.
Yeah, I've got I know short bow is 60 feet for the range it permits, so...
oh, is it? Okay, so, I think it's 110 with the longbow, but... Let's see if my vague recollections are correct here. Now, once again, for those listening at home, it's been such a long time since we played 3.5. My apologies for...
100 feet.
100 feet?
Yep. The composite longbow is another 10.
There you go. Yeah, look at that.
We've only played a couple sessions of it, too. It's not like we played a lot of it late in the last
No, it's been such a... Yeah. All right, so... And then, I mean, it's also, like, unlearning what we've learned with Pathfinder and AD&D 2nd and 5th and whatever. All right, so here we go. This thing will unleash. I'm using my my lovely new metal dice as well. All right, so it will fire. Edric's armor class, let's roll, and then it'll... nat 20. Fucking hell.
Well, goodbye. That's a times 3 crit.
Opening up with a...
So are we using criticals as is, or are we...
No, critical confirmation, always. Yeah.
Okay.
No, I like critical confirmation. Okay, so it's a good compromise between playing with crits and not. He is hit. His longbow will do...
times 3 damage on a crit.
1d8. Well, he didn't crit. I didn't confirm. Yep, I rolled a 4 on my follow-up.
Thank goodness.
Okay, so it's only... So it grazes past Edric's shoulder. And he... his brow furrows, his eye twitches even faster, and he says, "The might it is, then!" And then the others are going to spend their rounds getting their bows. Yeah, so it would be their move equivalent to get their bows, and they're going to start moving. They do have... So anything in the water, guys, is difficult terrain, but not for the lizard folk, because they're awesome. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There we go. Okay. So they're starting to spread out. They do not get a chance to get a shot off. Reel's up next. What's Reel doing?
Gonna guess Reel is following Karm and hiding, in behind these guys.
Okay.
Initially, till we've made other indications.
Yep. So you can assume that this rock here, that big rock, is going to block line of sight.
Yeah, and did Real or Karm have any missile weapons? I don't think so. Right?
No. I think Real, I believe, let's see here. Real has a longsword and a shield with leather armor. Karm has a hand axe and a dagger, so he does technically have two things that can be thrown.
Except to lose them.
Yeah, there's a chance of that.
Thrown weapons in the marsh are gone.
Yeah. So he's going to try and take cover. If he went to that rock, like right next to there, here he's not going to have cover because he's too far behind the guys. Over here he'd have cover. He could take cover behind this tree if he wants as well too.
Not where the guy. Like, how about that rock?
Yep, he can get behind there. You'll give him partial cover. Then next up is Kyrian. What are you doing, Kyrian?
Kyrian doesn't like that they're shooting, so he's going to start stalking out and go here.
Okay.
These rocks providing any cover to them, or can I just shoot over them?
Those rocks would be giving them cover. Oh, no, they're closer to you than they are them, so you would have... Okay. So that one is going to have concealment through those reeds, though. Give us a D6, or give us a percentile roll.
I think I'll go after this guy over here.
Okay. You're still getting concealment from those reeds. It's only partial concealment, so...
Okay.
Yep. Give us a percentile roll. No. Yep, so you might hit him. Go ahead and make your attack roll. Now, any modifier for range?
Yes, it's second range.
So it's -2, isn't it?
Yep.
Okay.
That is correct. I'm going to try and nail him.
Go ahead. Let's see here. Where's this?
Our attack, no. Miscellaneous modifiers, -2.
Okay.
No damage.
All right. Oh, it thunk, hits his shield.
Shield? Aren't they using bows?
They're carrying bows, but they're also carrying shields.
Oh, I thought you said they were pulling out their bows.
They did pull out their bows, but they didn't have them drop their shields. Gotcha. All right. Then it is Edaric's turn.
Stupid shields.
All right, so Adaric is...
Move to the rocks or something?
Yeah, he'll move to the rocks, and I think he's got a crossbow. Let's see here. His weapons. Yes, he does. So moved there, he will ready his crossbow, and then that will be his turn. So he's going to shoot next turn. Vargosh, what are you doing?
Vargosh is going to run. So is there like a dash action in 3.5?
You could spend double move, where you can move 2. You can also run, but there's a running makes you, I think, flat-footed.
Yeah, you lose your dex bonus, and you can go 4 times your speed or 3 if you're in heavy armor.
No, so I'm going to go. So he's got a move of 40, which means 8 squares, except double cost in the water.
Yes, that's right.
So 1, 2, 3 squares.
Yep.
4, 5, 6, 7. That's all he can move on his normal move.
On his normal move, yeah.
And then, so if he moves again and doesn't take an action.
Yep, he can move 8 squares.
And you won't have any penalties because you didn't actually run.
Yep.
So he'll just move behind the rock and take cover and try not to.
Great. He can get a weapon ready as well too if he wants.
Yeah, he'll draw his. Player needs to figure out what the character has. He'll draw his
nice.
rusty great axe that smells of fish.
It's a fish. Yeah, I remember that.
Right. All right.
Oh, he's got a short bow. I forgot he had a short bow.
Karm is up next.
He is just taking cover, and yeah.
Okay. Then it is their turn. All right. So the one that shot at Edric is going to do so again. I gotta find a better place to keep my. I could move that out. A dice. All right. So the one that is that first took the shot is going to shoot Edric again. Edric's got partial cover. Oh, you're way in the open there. You just got concealment. Yeah. So, Kyrian, give me a percentile roll, please.
Sure.
Let's see if we... concealment's going to get you. No concealment. So, you are... How far away? Oh,
Well within range of a longbow.
Yep, okay. What's your AC?
17.
17, okay. That's a miss. First shot goes over. And then these other ones are going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
This thing being about the fighters, you can wear heavy armor to start with.
4, 5, 6.
If you can afford it.
This one will go over here. It'll move, drop its shield, draw its bow, or ready its draw an arrow to shoot, and then it'll shoot at Edric. So Edric's got some cover. I rolled a little over 20. Not a nat 20, but it's a hit. Edric takes another 3 points of damage.
Jeez.
Fuck. Ah!
It's going to be using his healing on himself.
Keep your head down, Edric.
Aren't you guys glad you brought along the foppish eye
Every
twitching?
attack that isn't hitting
His
us.
eye is twitching fiercely right now. You ruffians! Real, what's Real doing? Real is the hand axe and the leather armor.
Yeah, he's probably... I think Real's probably shitting himself right now. And he's probably like, Carm, what are we doing? What are we doing? Were you like in a fight? And then... He doesn't have a missile weapon.
He's got his hand axe, but I mean a hand axe range.
Terrible.
Yeah, throwing axes range increments are 10.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it'd be a
30 feet.
30 feet max.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's 5 range increments away, minus 10.
I think
Is it minus 1 per range increment or minus 2 per range increment?
I think it's 2, but you can't throw past the 3rd unless you have a special feat.
There you go. Okay. So what do you think? Real doing anything or
20 gets him to there, and then
He'd have to get himself killed.
He'll have concealment as well too from in here from these reeds. Anyone firing through these reeds is going to get concealment.
So I think he's going to move to like the edge of the water and kind of ducking down in the reeds.
Okay. Yep. And then Kyrian, what are you doing?
Was Real going to do anything else, Dave? He's still having
no, he's too far away to charge in, so he's going to wait.
Okay.
Okay.
I think he's probably waiting to see what Bargosh does too, because he doesn't know what we do yet.
Yeah.
Kyrian splashes himself into the water next to Edric and then proceeds to splash here and try to get a little bit of cover.
Okay. Yep. You'll get cover from that rock. Anything else?
No, that's it. I have 20-foot movement speed.
Oh shoot! Because of the armor. Yeah. So you're racing your way forward, Edric. I think he will use one of his spells. He's going to use like Saint Yig is with us, so he'll 1d8 plus 1
or something.
Let's see here.
So funny.
He heals 4.
Brothers,
I am restored. Then it is Vargosh's turn.
All right. So these guys shot arrows.
So the ones that have shot arrows are the ones down here. They've been kind of, off in this direction here. These two seem to be trying to get into a flanking position.
Well, Orcish war cry and a 2. 4.
So remember, if you can't charge through difficult terrain, unfortunately.
Yeah, I'm just counting. That's 2, 4, 6, 8. So I can't.
Nope. Do you have anything you can throw though?
A rusty great axe or a dagger.
You can throw a dagger.
All right, I'll throw my dagger.
Yeah. As you move, you can draw it out and then at the end just throw it at him.
Yeah.
Damage roll.
You might lose it in the water though.
It's not like Bargosh has great equipment, right?
Yeah. So go ahead and make the attack. I'll make the. This one still has a shield up. It does not look very big though. I rolled hit points for it. That's not great. You want to spend Astonishing Fortune to reroll?
Not with the dagger.
Okay. So you throw this thing. It doesn't even hit, like, it doesn't even need to shield off. It just goes off into the... You can picture you're running through, like, this thick, disgusting, muck-filled water as well, too. No doubt covered in leeches now. Carm, what's Carm doing?
Well, seeing his friend is getting up and doing something dangerous, he's not going to leave him behind. So he's going to... What the hell are you doing? And then he's going to, like, go a little bit further and get dug in the reeds.
Okay. So he goes racing
getting
up.
his hand axe out.
All right, so now it's these things. All right, so first one... Let's see here. What is he going to do? I think he drops his bow, draws...
In the water, yeah. Drop your bow in the water, you little bugger.
Draws this vicious-looking club, and then this one will move in and attack you. I'll check your AC after I rolled. 17, does that hit you?
AC 15.
Ugh. So, hammers into your thing. 7 points of damage.
Jeez.
Yikes.
Wow.
That's half his
At
hit
least the
points.
dice don't explode this time, so there's that. Then this one is going to move in. It can't get into a flank without exposing itself to you, so count that blessing. That is an 11, so you are able to keep your defenses up against him. Then we got one that is going to fire at Edric. I am restored! Let's see. That hits shit. I hit a 17 AC, which I don't think is actually good enough with the cover. His AC is a 17, actually. So it kind of skitters near him. And then Kyrian, you got partial cover, so you get, what, +2 to your AC?
+2, yeah. So
Yeah,
you
yeah,
need a
okay.
19.
Yeah. So hold on, what is it? There's partial, there's
And
cover, and then there's
cover.
total cover, right?
Partial and full cover. And I think full's a +4. And then...
Yeah, and there's totals +8, right?
Oh,
Or totals, just no...
I think it's just partial and cover, so...
Yeah, I guess if you got total cover, you're not... no one's seeing you.
Yeah, they can't actually attack you, so...
Yeah.
Cover, there it is. Defender is behind cover, armor class. Oh, behind cover is a +4. Defense against melee and ranged, but...
Okay, so it's 4 and partial cover is 2?
Yes.
Got it. Okay, so I'll give you actually full cover, so +4. Because I'm picturing, like, half of your body's behind this this stone, at least. So, what's your AC with +4?
21.
21, and why don't you roll for concealment for me first?
Okay.
Because they're firing through a lot of reeds. Okay, so they're still going to be able to hit you. So 21, I need like a 19 to hit you.
Well, with good luck.
I am so sorry. Yeah, 20. It's my
Oh,
star.
God. Well, at least it's unlikely to confirm.
Hold on, like 12 plus... No, yeah. So it hits you through all that. These things have spent their entire life making these tricky shots through all these reeds, right? You only take 2 points of damage, though, as it hits you. So it's not... fortunately, they're not rolling well with the damage. Next up will be Real.
I will disagree on that last point. I think 7 points is pretty decent.
Yep. So what is Real doing?
Uh,
He sees Karm go splishing through the water, pushing these reeds aside, trying to get in where Vargosh is engaged with these two vicious gecko men.
'cause he can only move 6, so that's to there.
Okay.
And he pulls his weapons.
Actually, he needs to spend an action because he's got a 0 base attack bonus.
Yeah.
He can't. It's only when you get a +1 but base attack bonus. That's when you can do it for free as part of a move.
So he only moved, but then he's not taking an action, so he'll just draw his weapons as his action.
Oh, I see. I'm sorry. I thought if he moved 6, then because that's through difficult terrain.
Oh no, I only moved 3 squares.
Oh,
so I was
then yeah,
counting
perfect.
two, each one was 2, right?
Yep, you got it. Kyrian, you're up next. What are you doing?
Which one hit me? The one at the bottom?
The one at the bottom. That's right. Yeah. And he sort of trilled and said something taunting to his ally. And is drawing another arrow.
I can get there.
Okay.
I'm going to go for him even though he's got concealment.
Okay, go ahead and roll concealment. You're firing through a lot of reeds right now. But the concealment won't prevent you from hitting. Go ahead and roll your attack roll.
Okay. Show you how to shoot somebody.
Ooh, that's a hit.
Wow.
Now, his hit points are... Oh, he's a big one. He's a big one.
He's probably the one that killed the crocodile.
Oh, most definitely. He was the one keeping watch while the others were doing grunt work, right? So, oh boy, this may be like a chieftain in training, guys.
Well, you know.
There you go. All right. I gotta, let me just replace, with anticipating that Vargosh is going to be bringing the pain in here. I'm rolling hit dice for each, or hit points for each of them separately, but this way, you guys can see those health bars, right?
Yes.
Yep.
Awesome. All right, so Kyrian, 6 damage. Nice done. All right. Yeah. All right, then it is Edric's turn. And he says, I think what Edric will do is try and return fire with his crossbow at the one that's got cover. So, like, the chances of hitting are very low, but, you know, the faith in Saint Yig maybe will carry him through.
You've rolled 2 20s already, so...
That's true, yeah. See? Man, there's a lot of things. 11! So, it goes wide. Damn!
You can spend a move action reloading.
He is going to do that. Vargosh, you're up next. What are you doing?
Okay, Vargosh is going to power attack this
Nice.
dude here.
I think it's what, you can take a minus equal to your level, is that right?
Base attack bonus, up to -5.
So just
Is that Pathfinder or is that this? Pathfinder's got
that,
the... Right, because Pathfinder's the
this
flat one, right? It's got the weird... You can't...
Pathfinder scales up based on base attack bonus.
Right.
3rd edition is it's a -1, basically minus up your base attack bonus up to -5.
Okay.
And I think with two-handed weapons, you could add 2 to your damage for every 1 subtracted.
Yep, that's right. Okay, so you can take a -1, and you add +2, but it's basically you add twice the number that you subtract from your attack rolls with a two-handed weapon. So, Dave, if you hit, you'll add +2 to damage. Go ahead and make your attack roll. Oh! Why'd I have 0 damage?
Somebody put a +2 instead of a 2.
Oh, I put a +2. So you have to put the minus in, but you're not supposed to put the plus in.
Correct, yeah. So that, unfortunately, will hit its shield is up. Do you want to spend Astonishing Fortune to reroll?
Holy hell. Yeah.
Okay.
So do this again, but don't put them plus in.
Yeah, just put a 2 as damage. That'll be -1 to hit.
And am I using the weapon 1 attack or the weapon full attack?
Weapon 1 attack.
Okay.
Yeah, -1 to hit, and then +2 damage. That's your, come on, Vargosh.
-1.
Crush the lizard.
Oh, screwed that up. Right, it's no flank. -1.
There we go.
No attack bonus. Power attack plus. Nope, not +2, just a 2. And then a 0.
That's huge. Huge damage, though. My goodness. This one. Yeah, that's right. Okay. So it just carves across his shield, but does not get through. And the shield seems like almost hardened. It's bone, but it's almost as tough as steel. Karm's up next. What are you doing?
Well, Karm drew his hand axe last turn. He's got just enough movement to get here, so he's going to try and bury an axe into the lizard folk's face.
Go ahead and roll d20. He's got +0. No, +1. I'll say he's got +1.
13.
13 is not good enough. Ah! And once again, the shield keeps it at a distance. It is this thing's turn. All right, so first up, we've got... let's do Vargosh. Vargosh, I only got one that's going to attack you this time, because there's a tempting henchman target there now. So Vargosh... Vargosh, I rolled a 19, so I do hit you, but it is not a crit. Vargosh takes 3 points of damage. Was this the when you're what do you call it? Your what is it? What do you use? An axe?
Great axe.
Yeah. As the axe hits the shield, it batters it aside. It batters the thing aside, and as you're off balance, it takes an opportunity to get a nice little rabbit punch at the side of you. Then the other one is going to try and hit
Karm.
Karm. Karm's only got leather armor on, so I think he's got an AC of 12, doesn't he?
Yeah, it's 2 for the leather plus whatever dexterity he has.
Yeah, I don't think he's got a dexterity bonus, so...
That's a bummer.
Not much of a bummer as this hit was. So brains him. He takes 3 points of damage. Bam! Then the other one's going to try and take a shot at Edric again. Fucking hell. I just rolled another 19, guys. You will not...
Stop rolling your metal dice.
I'm sorry, I know my metal dice are
They're
so
weighted wrong.
I'll roll one of the other metal dice instead of that one. Yeah, I got a bunch of d20s now. All right, and for Edric takes 3 points of damage. But Edric sees that you guys are getting beaten up over there, so he's going to do something different on his turn. He's not going to keep screwing around. Then there's one shooting at you, Kyrian. You got to roll percentile for me, please. Oh, you can get you through the reeds again. I rolled a 14, 15, 16. Does that hit you?
Nope, one short.
Nice! So the shot goes wild. It skitters off of your armor. Yeah, totally. Good choice to be wearing that stuff. Next up is Real. What's Real doing?
Real is going to...
Karm!
Yeah. Is this square an operable
square? He could scramble over that thing if he gives us a climb check.
Let's do a climb check.
Just scramble over that disgusting rock. So 12. Yeah, that's good enough. So just treat it as same thing as difficult terrain.
You could totally get behind him in a flank if you went like this.
Oh, yeah, going diagonally. So he climbs over the rock.
Well, you might provoke if you go from there to there, though.
Yep.
Okay, so here.
Yeah, you'd flank with him this way then.
Yep. Slides down. Okay, great. Is that his entire move, or can he do an action now, too?
It should be a move action if he didn't move more than half his move speed.
He has not moved more than half his move speed, I don't think. It's 3 squares he moved, right, Dave?
Yeah.
Yep, so go ahead and make an attack roll. +2 to hit. Shit. Ah! He splashes in the water, doesn't hit anything.
They're following John's little rule earlier when Kyrian said to just be a distraction.
Yeah, they're definitely doing that. All right, then it is Kyrian's turn. What are you doing, Kyrian?
He's going to take another pop shot at the one on the reeds.
Okay, go ahead.
And then he's going to move again. So D100?
Yeah, D100 first. Lost in the reeds, so...
Okay, well that means I'm going to move then.
Go ahead.
2, 3... There.
Okay. Then it is Edaric's turn. So Edaric, having seen his allies are getting pretty badly hurt here. Cure Light Wounds is touch, right?
It is, yes.
Oh, shit.
But he can cast it and walk there. It's just if he gets hit in the middle of it... Nope, he'll be fine. It's just getting hit while casting it.
Well, the thing is, he's not... Yeah, the thing is, he can't... He's not going to cast it on himself. He's coming over to cast it on Vargosh.
Well, you can hold the charge. He can cast it and move towards him and then get him next turn.
Yeah, no, he'll wait. He'll wait. 1, 2, 3.
Run.
He can't
6.
run in difficult terrain.
No, but he won't get there now. But he can just run and get close to distance.
Yeah.
True.
So he's getting closer. That's him running, or like hustling through the. Yeah. Come on.
Yeah, because he's probably wearing armor and it's water and.
Yep.
He's probably got the same armor as I do.
Vargosh, your turn. What are you doing?
Hit something.
You're a barbarian.
Oh yeah, you could rage, right?
So now I'm flanking. So what do I put? It just says a 1 equals yes.
+2. So
yeah,
2
you put
is
1 for with the input. You just put 1 for yes.
Oh, as a net, yes, 1. That's right. 1 to hit and then 2 to damage. I'll roll hit point. Oh, I already rolled hit points. That one's not big.
And you're gonna power attack too?
I'm power attacking the guy that's You got the flanking bonus.
Yep.
Oh, he's dead.
Nice.
Well, I don't know if he's dead. But...
that is actually enough to get him. Yeah, I said I didn't have a whole lot of hit points on him. All right.
And then intimidating orcish war cry.
He's at the other. Then it is Carm's turn. What's Carm doing?
Oh, Carm's got a chance to relocate. That's not much.
Could, but he just got wounded in battle, and I'm thinking like a henchman.
Oh, yeah. Gonna pull back.
He's gonna move it out and take a move action and draw his dagger, and then
Okay.
he's gonna duck around here so that the one shooting below might, he doesn't make a big target.
Yep. Real, get to cover! The one that is down to the south there hears this. His eyes kind of look over, and he sees Real in the open there. Having seen one of his allies going down, is going to try and return the favor. I'll roll in chat, guys, so that you can see what's going on here, because that's...
Trust him more than those metal dice of yours.
Yeah. All right, so 1d20 plus. Here we go. Skitters off the rock. Reel's like, ah!
You rolled his hit points. You missed.
All right, then I will roll for the one shooting at you. Kyrian, there, you got superior concealment, so 50% chance of miss. Go ahead and roll percentile.
Okay. Do I want to roll above or below?
You want to roll below, 50 or less. I did say less.
You did.
Less than 100.
That's a hit.
So
No.
I just had the concealment, no cover.
You had concealment, no cover. No.
Yeah.
You're not close enough to it. You only take 2 points of damage, though, from it. So, again, that armor is providing some kind of protection for you. And then Vargosh, this one that you're facing is furious with you. It actually drops the... I think it drops the shield and the club so that it can claw and bite you. Yeah.
Cool.
All right, so first claw. Let's see here. That's a nat 1. That's not a hit. Next one. A 10 plus 2. What's your armor?
15.
Nice. So those claws are raking across you, but thank God you invested in something protective. And that bite's coming in. That actually might hit, but let me see what the bite... Does a 16 hit you?
It does.
Yeah. So the claws are not able to get through, but he pulls you forward enough to snap down on you. And he's got razor-sharp teeth inside, doing 3 points of damage as you wrench away, ruining your bicep. That is it for the lizard folk. Then it is Real's turn. What's Real doing?
No. So 5, 10, 15, 20.
I might make give me a d20 roll. I'm going to make a will save. He's way the fuck out there. If Carm
got shot at.
Yeah, if Carm just said he's falling back.
Well, just for the moment.
Okay. So Real needs to then actually to climb over that. He needs to make a athletics check,
Or climb
Can you
check.
just go around?
or a climb check, not athletics.
Can you
1d20.
can you just jump into the water and go around?
Yep.
Oh yeah, he's got the movement for it.
Yeah. Okay. So he goes scampering behind the rock. Vargosh is bleeding from yet another wound. Now it is Kyrian's turn. What are you doing, Kyrian?
And I can't run in water, so he's just gonna use his full movement to get there.
Okay, so you're going to have cover from that rock. I think those things are big enough to actually... it's not quite that big. So I'm going to give you superior cover from this as well, too. So you're going to have +6 to your AC.
Okay.
Then it is Edaric's turn. Can he get to you? I think next turn he's going to get a heal off on you, Vargosh. Then it is Vargosh's turn. What are you doing, Vargosh?
Oh, I just got bit, and I'm not a happy orc.
Mm-hmm. Is it rage time?
Not yet.
Rage will give you temporary hit points. 2 of them.
Do I have that?
You're a barbarian. Your strength and con go up by 4 when you rage.
Oh, I can rage once per day. Huh? Guess what?
It's rage o'clock.
Rage o'clock, folks.
Nice.
Vargosh smash. Okay, so what? How do I do anything to my sheet?
You just add 2 to hit and 2 to damage. Well, 3 to hit because.
And you get temporary hit points.
Well, you get 2 because your con goes up by 2 or by 4, so you get 2 hit points per level.
Yep.
Okay. You want to give me another bar, Kev, or do you want to put it on?
Yeah, sure. I'll give you a blue bar here. Max is what? What's the max you can get for your temp hit points?
He only get 2 at this level.
Okay.
When he hits level 2, he'll have 4 when he rages.
Very nice. There you go. Yeah, blue bar.
All right, blue bar, and now I'm weapon. Where are my weapons? Rusty great axe. Not flanking.
2 to hit and 3 to damage.
Yeah, I'll give you your help. You have 4 hit points left. Not bad, not bad. Here it comes. He's dropped his shield, so he's a little easier to hit now.
Bisect.
Oh!
Spend it.
Astonishing Fortune?
Okay. John's like, spend it.
You guys have 4 points, so go ahead. Bring that thing down. Because you should have, what, +1 to hit, right?
It's 2, because strength goes up by 4.
Right, no, but he's power attacking, so the net will be +1.
Yeah.
I didn't even power attack then. I just went with it. Just with the rage.
Oh, was the rage attack. Okay. So go ahead. Come on, Vargosh. Make it count.
So many things to click through.
Yeah, it seriously is. It makes the... Oh, nice. Let's see how many hit points it's got. It makes the AD&D second sheet look a lot more user-friendly. Oh, you've nearly dropped this guy. It is a vicious strike that cuts almost all the way down his body. He is as injured. Like the way he's carrying his arm makes you think that he's either going to lose it or have to have it in like some kind of binding for months. Hisses at you, angry. Then it is Carm's turn. What are you doing, Carm?
Making a will save. He's doing it.
Okay, what's Carm doing?
He senses a weak opponent, so he's going to come in and hand axe him.
Okay.
Oh, he's going to try to finish him off?
Yeah, so you said a +1 to hit, right, with him?
+1 to hit with him, yeah. That's a hit. So damage, hand axe is 1d6, 1d6 +1. He leaps onto this thing, buries the hand axe into it, and
I think he's like, I just did that. I just did that. Oh, God.
All right, so then the first one, it's shot at Reel. It reloads again. It looks at Carm. Flack!
No.
It's Carm.
No. Come on, 1.
No.
So you can treat your henchmen like what do you call it? Like player characters. So they
negative they die.
Yeah, it's negative. He dies. All right, so that one solidly hits him.
So he's distracted by sinking in his head. He's like,
yeah, it's like I got him. I fuck. All right, then the other one is actually seeing that the forces are depleted. I think he hisses to the other 2, 3, 4, 5, right? Oh no, 6. There we go. He's actually going to start moving. He's going to double move and get behind here. Then it is Reel's turn. So Reel sees his buddy go down. No!
I think Reel runs out actually and goes to Carm's side.
Yeah, to try and stabilize him.
Do something.
Yeah. So here we go.
roll a heal check untrained.
It is, yeah. Let's see here. So dying.
Like holding the wound or something. You're trying to.
It's a DC face. He needs a 15 or higher to stabilize him.
Well, Edric's got the moss, so that might. Oh, look at that! Those 2.
No. All right. Then it is Kyrion's turn. What are you doing, Kyrion?
Okay. Well, Kyrion's a little angry that his target ran away. So he's going to move there.
Okay.
Look for him. Can't see him because there's no line of sight to him.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's blocked. So he's going to go after this one because he can just see him.
Okay. He's got cover.
How about the concealment
the
here?
concealment too. I think that's superior concealment because you got 2 batches of reeds you're shooting through, so 50% chance. Nope, you can see out, so it might hit him.
Mine.
Go ahead and roll damage, or go ahead and roll your attack. It is going to be a hard shot, though. Yeah, so it rattles off the rock. Edric walks up behind Vargosh. Oh, man, the cam's down. Oh, boy. Like, setting aside the, like, player character versus NPC stuff...
We have a potion. We can get Karm back up.
Yeah. Well, no, but I just think that, like, what he's going to cast a spell. If Karm's the one who's dying, I think it makes sense that he would expend the spell on Karm, right?
Totally. I'm good with that.
Yeah.
That's like preserving life. That's like part of the being a cleric.
Yeah, and it just, in like, setting aside the... Come on. So he's at 0.
Yeah, well, that means he's conscious, but he can't really do much other than move.
Okay, so hits, and the blessing's on him. Then it is Vargosh's turn. What are you doing, Vargosh?
I can't charge through water?
No. Gets charged through difficult terrain.
So 2, 4, 6, 8.
There is something you could try. I don't know if Kevin will allow it, though. How's your jump?
I don't think he can possibly jump that far, can he?
Well, if he gets a 10-foot start, he can try to jump past some of the difficult terrain.
I don't think you can get a running start through difficult terrain.
No.
Yeah.
That's right. I actually know what I'm doing, and it doesn't require any jumping. So,
what are you doing?
Vargosh is going to move his allotted movement. So, 4 squares. 1, 2, 3, 4, and drink a potion.
Oh, nice. Good idea, yeah. Well, so drawing a potion is an action, though. I just don't know if drinking a potion... Where's my DM screen?
Drinking a potion is an action.
Yeah, and I don't know if readying a potion is an action as well.
I thought readying was part of a move, but that could be...
No, that's weapons. That's only weapons.
Yeah. He's right. You'd have to have quick draw to do something like that.
Yeah. Retrieve stowed item is a move action. Where is it? Potion. Use... Oh, sorry, I'm a dummy.
Standard action that provokes.
Yeah, drink a potion. Standard action. So you would need to use a move to draw it and then a standard to drink it.
So I could do that.
Stay there.
And stay where you were, yeah. Next to Karm.
Because I need the move to draw it, so I'd still be standing here.
Exactly, yeah. So it's 1d8 plus 1. Go ahead and roll. See how much you get back. Come on.
It's not exploding.
No. Spoiled by Savage Worlds. All right. Yeah, so 7 points back. That's pretty good. Then it is Karm's turn. He's at 0 hit points, and it's these things.
He's conscious. He's just going to play dead. He's like, oh!
Did I get him?
You did.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. They are booking now. They're just running off. So I'm going to assume that this encounter is over as they leave their 2 fallen companions behind. Yeah, because of the aquatic move. So, guys, with that to an end, why don't we do this? Edric has... Oh, so how many other potions do you guys have? Edric's got 1 on him.
I have 1.
You have 1. And then Edric also has, I think, 1 more... cure.
Didn't he get some of that moss or whatever? Was that?
Oh no, yeah, we have the moss, but
that's to stabilize.
Yeah, and you know.
Yeah, you can use that to automatically stabilize. Yeah, he's only got. Hold on, what's his wisdom?
So wait a second. If he had moss that could stabilize a character, but yeah, he still would have tried to cast.
He was already stable. Real had already stabilized him, which is why he didn't use the.
Why didn't?
Yeah.
Why still cast a spell?
Exactly. So let's hear.
So Real got totally lucky though.
Yeah.
So he has 3. He has 1 more healing spell left.
Could we sip potions like any other games, or just down it?
No, you have to down it.
Okay.
Unfortunately, it's.
I think we used the healing spell on Karm.
Use the spell on Karm.
Yeah, it got him to 0. That's what the healing.
Yeah. So he's got 1 more healing spell left. Do you want him to use it on Karm to get Karm up? Do you want him to?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So it's 1d8 plus 1. Boom. He's at full health.
He's at full. Okay.
Okay.
Here you go, Carm. You make it back. I think you earned a class level.
Yeah. Not quite that fast. All right. So then, guys, why don't we take our mid-session break right now? And then we will come back and...
equip our followers with longbows.
Yeah, really. Yeah, you got two. There's 2 longbows that can be scavenged from here. They're not composite, but you can get that and 20 arrows from each. You can also get... Let me just move us back to this here. You can also snag... Let's see here. I have it written
What are
down.
the chances of finding my dagger?
Search. Give us a search check.
Oh. Can we all do it, or?
Yeah, sure. I mean, the difficulty is pretty high,
Oh,
but...
I'm actually trained in search.
Nice.
Of course, I rolled a 4.
Kyrian... No, that dagger is... she is gone. There are, like, they're not... You can't throw them. They're effectively short swords. But there's, like, lizard folk or the gecko folk daggers on here, too, that have the same stats as short swords.
And how about recovering my arrows? I know there's a 50% chance they break.
Yeah, we'll use the same as in the other games, 50-50.
Okay.
So
Evens retrieved, odds broken.
Yep, works for me.
Boop.
Yep, half-half. Yep, that works. All right. So then, guys, why don't we take... Yeah, we'll take our mid-session break right now, refresh our beverages, and then we will come back and see if you can't make your way to the Barrowmaze. So we'll check my chat as well, too.
I'll go short sword.
You're taking the short sword?
Yeah, Vargosh is like...
Nice. That's awesome.
He's like,
All right.
Henchmen, are you guys carrying bows? If you're not, I'm taking one.
I could... Me and you both take a longbow and give short bows to our henchmen. What do you think?
Oh yeah, that's a brilliant idea.
Because I like the better range. And
Yep.
okay, we'll do that.
Okay, nice. All right, so then we will... Yeah, so we'll take our break here. Let me change over music. Back to traveling tunes.
Okay, Ben's...
All right, so we'll be back momentarily, folks.
Hope everybody's enjoying the session. I love 3.5.
I missed it, but oh, they're checking.
So I took a short sword as well, and you took one.
Yep.
Okay, I have a dagger that I'm going to put back in the party loot for anybody else to claim. So if you want a throwing dagger, you can take that one.
Checking to see if that was a high stick. It's not.
What's up?
Montreal just beat Vegas in overtime in Game 3. Holy hell! One of the players got high sticked and he threw his hands up to the ref like, why wasn't there a penalty? And then he raced off. He just came back on the ice. He's got like blood all over his face.
Ooh, that's hockey for you.
And stitches. He's got a whole pile of stitches. His face is literally covered in blood. Kevin, did you see the picture? I know you're not a big sports guy, but did you see the picture of Jeff Petrie from the Montreal Canadiens game 2 nights ago?
No.
So he's had some kind of infection or something. They won't say why. He missed a couple of games. He comes back to play.
And his name's Petrie?
His last name is Petrie. And but he had this like eye infection thing where his like eyes were super red, bloodshot below the pupil.
Yeah.
So he literally looked like a vampire.
Oh my god.
And he played and people were like, man, this is like really creepy. I don't know if I can even look at this guy. Like he's like but he's also like big. He's like 6'3", and you know, it's just
he said he's goalie?
No, he's a defenseman.
Oh, so yeah, well they grow
a defenseman with bright red eyes.
Yeah, Jesus. Well, I mean, after the past year or two, I think everyone's mindful of infectious things too. So, like, keep your pink eye away from me, you creep.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, that's funny.
I don't think they let him play with pink eye. That stuff is highly contagious.
Oh yeah, no, I'm kidding.
Oh yeah.
I had it once.
I had it once as well too.
Yeah, when I moved back to Oregon when I was 18.
Yeah.
I got everything all at once: strep throat, pink eye, cold, the flu. Everything in Oregon hit me at once.
Oh shit.
Yeah. But I got over it.
Yeah.
Never got me again either.
Nice. You keep making those fort saves.
Trying.
Okay. So this is what I was trying to find. Where am I trying to find? No.
So is there a way to easily add weapons, John? Can you click and drag, or is it...
No, you have to type them in.
Okay, so gecko short sword. I'm going to put a longbow. So Kev, we're going to give...
It's a gecko dagger.
But it's got the stat of a short sword?
Yep, that just has the stats of a short sword.
So we're going to give our short bows to the henchmen, the hirelings.
And the 20 arrows each to them.
Nice, okay, cool.
And I'm going to use the longbow.
I took the longbow as well.
Okay. Works for me, guys.
Then me and Dave both took the gecko daggers.
Okay.
And I put my old dagger back into the party loot in case anybody wants it.
Sure.
So.
And then there is something else to see here. There's also
the giant crocodile that they were trying to...
Yeah. You can find it. It'll be in silver pieces. But you can find, what's the math on this? There will be 300 silver pieces between the two bodies as well.
Oh, okay. Well, we just made up almost all we spent.
Yeah. We're in the black! Everyone's bleeding. Potentially infected wounds. Oh,
everybody with charm.
Yeah. I need everybody to give us... Who was wounded?
I think everybody took damage.
Everyone took damage.
Actually, Real did not.
Real did not. Okay, so and Karma's been healed up now. It's the fact that you are traveling with open wounds. I need a fort save from everybody, please.
Lovely.
Mm-hmm.
Not a nat 20, but a 20.
Kyrian is good. Yep. Bargosh, come on. You're made of stern stuff. Well, I got Edric's sheet. I can make that for him.
Saves. Here we go. Fort save. I am made of relatively sturdy stuff.
Yep.
Hey.
And...
It's the damn mosquitoes. Hey.
Yeah, you guys are all fine. All right. It's more the microscopic things that live in the... Yeah.
Arm? Does Karma affect you?
No, he got fully healed. He's not traveling with wounds.
Yeah, he's not traveling. It's not that you got wounded once and it got in. It's that you're traveling along with open wounds that have been bandaged and shit. You're constantly going through water and... Yeah, it's really awful stuff. All right. Yeah, if it's... we're actually playing Barrowmaze for the first time with those cinematic environs rules, so it's made it even worse.
Oh yeah, you mentioned last time that we might play with armor's damage reduction or something?
Yeah, well, not for tonight. We won't worry about that. You guys seem to be doing okay. I mean, so far.
John, go
ahead.
I was just going to ask you about the macros for these weapons, or the...
Oh yeah, you in one of the macros you have to.
And hey everybody.
The far right is where it handles damage.
Brian, Jeffrey, Crumb, what's going on, guys?
The left side, there's one that's
Rick, hello.
There's like a 1d6 or something for your weapon damage.
Whose cat keeps mewing? That would be the marsh cat that I'm waiting to reveal. I'm just very big on my ADR. So okay.
So yeah, Dave, you just got to type in 1d6 for the weapon damage.
Okay, great. So here's what happens next, guys. Is would you kind of, Kieran, give us your survival roll again? See if you can help.
Yes, I can help.
Success, so +2. He's rolling +5 for this in total. All right. Well, first Edric asks, are you ready to continue? They seem not that tough.
Well, Charmwood and Vargosh took some heavy wounds, but...
I say we go on.
I have a hungry cat meowing, so...
Yeah.
Anna says we go on. I say we go on.
We have a full menagerie, and it does say hi to everyone. She came in to say hi before. Okay, so then, guys, here's what happens is you're traveling for a little further, and then Edric seems to, stumble out, and he says, "Oh," and it's thick, it's an animal.
No, they were cutting it for food. I was wondering, do we want to do the same thing? Like,
I brought rations. I'm not hungry.
Well, the thing is, none of you guys are actually. No one's got points in survival. So,
okay.
So we could try it. It's just unlikely.
Okay, then let's skip it.
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay, and I mean, Barrowmaze, you guys are intending on being back at the end of the day. Remember, you don't want to be in the Barrowmoor or in the maze or the mounds themselves when it's nighttime. So this is about 3 hours out now, and Edric sort of staggers out and says, "Oh, and then steps free of this thick, high, reeds, so you guys can see what he has seen.
Are we lost, old man?
It's this.
I don't think we're lost.
Well, he does. If you ask if he think he's lost, he says, "I fear we may be, or we may have been," and his eyes twitching again, "we may have been led here." So, those of you who have been asking around, I mean, the way that they have described the Barrow Mounds is that, like, you get there, they're all shrouded in that same fog that hangs around the Barrowmoor, but they'll stretch out. It's almost like a mile of just mounds of burial mounds. This is not that. Though you've heard that the moor sometimes contains other freestanding mounds. And these things, because you have to either stumble across them by luck, or you have to know that they're out there and then go and find them, that they may be undisturbed.
We might find riches here.
That sounds like a good idea to me. What about you guys? He looks back at the hirelings.
They shrug and say, "Money is money. If it's more likely to be in here,
probably something we need holy water for."
Well, you're so big, and you've got that sword or axe.
Edric has a flask of holy water.
Is he a cleric?
He's a cleric, yeah.
He can turn undead.
He can turn undead.
I feel we are adequately supplied with what we need.
All right, let's go.
Okay.
Oh gosh, stomps forward.
Is it like we're going into a crypt or of some sort?
So as you walk in here, you can picture that it looks like it would have been like a mausoleum at one point. A very ornate one at that, but built up. And you guys have no history. Let's see if Edric's got anything. See if history.
Yeah. Kieran thinks the longbow is going to be useless inside, so he's going to stow it and get his glaive.
That's history. So he looks around and he says, the makers of the mounds did not make this structure. This was crafted by other peoples. And fallen. And he gestures back. You can see much of the thing is destroyed. So it's as if you would walk in here too, and you think that there's like stumps that remain from statues that probably, or icons that would have set in the naves of this now ruined structure. Broken rocks. This thing looks like it is detonated out from inside. But what you find is a heavy stone slab near the center that leads down. Edric wraps his warhammer kunk kunk on it. It says, "There is some beneath."
Somewhat.
He shrugs his shoulders. "I know not."
Guess we go find out.
But look, and he leans down and points, and you can see that there is, right near the base of it, there is a fine seal. Wax. He says, "Look. Unbroken."
So that means whatever was put in there is still in there.
Correct.
Let's go.
Though this is unhallowed ground. And if we will venture down, the dead are restless in these moors.
Well, what do you say, Kieran?
I didn't come here to walk away empty-handed.
All right. How do you guys intend on getting this slab out?
Well, I bought a crowbar in the party loot. We got some rope. Are there any trees nearby?
Yeah, look around. There's, it looks very much like the illustration here.
Okay.
We can just we
thinking.
just need some proper leverage.
Yeah, so we've got the crowbar. We can get in there. Then we can work something underneath. 10-foot pole. I don't want to break that, but we could probably.
Is there a way to get like even hand grips so we can get some guys pushing on one end, or?
Well, that's crowbar. If we get the crowbar in and lift it up a bit, we can start shoving stuff in there to create gaps, and then we could push.
Do you have how many? One crowbar?
We have one crowbar.
Do you have hammers or anything like that as well?
We got hammers and pythons.
Yeah, so
a hammer and pythons.
Yeah, I mean, I think between that, it'll take you some time, but you know, with the if you've got the pry bar and you've got hammers, you've got sufficient stuff to work this stone back enough up and out of its you know, seat. So,
yes.
It's yeah, it is tiring. Or why don't you guys? Let's see here. Nah, you're a pretty tough badass guys. I'll let you get that out for free. You'll need it.
We've got henchmen to do the.
In 3.5, you don't get your spells back after a rest, right? It
has to be a long rest.
Yeah, you have to effectively have a long rest. So, with this thing pulled back, you slide it aside. Now, the odor that hits you. Let me find something a little more creepy. This is far too relaxing. Let's see here.
Relaxing. I'm on edge right here.
Yeah. Let's see here. There's actually a one that is specifically called unnerving, a category. Let's see if I can't find something for you here, John.
This is actually the first time in Barrowmaze that I've actually gone into a crypt.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Zuko, we just went into caves.
Who's your DM? Good lord.
If there's a shiny trinket,
Edric, can you detect magic?
What is this here? I'm trying to find John's favorite here.
Oh no, not that.
war axes and wind.
Yeah. Ooh. Here we go. This one's for you, buddy. Here we go.
Waiting for it to come through. That's the one.
So, the blackened crypt or blackened stone is drawn aside. And how do you set? Do you just like drag the stone across and leave it down? All right, Anna.
I think if we just get enough room to even go down ourselves. Like,
I'd rather. One side of me is telling me that we want to make sure nothing can close it in on us. The other side is telling me we might want to close it when we get out.
Yeah. With enough space to get in and get out. Think how heavy it is.
Yeah, let's just say we take the slab and just go sideways with it. So it's like half of it is closed and the other half we just have to duck down to get in.
Sure. So the thing is that there is a drop. The first thing you notice when this is pushed open is that it is a drop of about 20 feet from this floor down into the ground below. Wow. Vargosh's orcish heritage, though, has gifted him with very keen eyes.
He looks down into the darkness.
Looks down into the darkness. It looks like a pool of blackened water down there. When your allies bring the torch overhead, it reflects back to you, perfectly still. What you can see is that the room below, it appears to be, I think it's about 60 feet across. Oof. All right.
I could go down with your 10-foot pole and see how deep the water is.
Yeah. I'm gonna start knotting a rope and attaching it to the grappling hook so that we can get down there. And knotting a rope makes it easier to climb back up. So, gonna cut at least 20 feet off the length, but we've got enough.
Are you gonna cut or choke it up?
Knot it.
Knot it.
Okay.
Okay.
Knot it. So.
Okay. So who is gonna be first down then?
I think it'll be Vargosh.
Vargosh. All right. So Vargosh, let me do this.
Yeah.
He's got climb
and dark vision and a hand free for the pole.
Yep. That all makes sense. Allow me to quickly set up.
I also have ranks in climb, but my armor gives me a check penalty, so...
I think mine does too.
Well, I'm wearing heavier than you, likely, so...
Yeah. I've only got -1 from my studded leather.
I got a -4.
Okay.
It's a net of 2, but...
All right, so let me do this here.
Check the climb scale.
Where is...
Okay. Knotted rope makes it DC 5, so, yep. I only have to roll a 1 to fail.
All right, so I've put all of the tokens in other than Vargosh. Vargosh, as you go down here, you'll be able to see what you can see, and you can describe to John what you are witnessing. So, as you get down 20 feet, you can see the surface of the water. Do you wish to... you said you're bringing that pole down as well, or is it's being handed down to you?
I'm handing it down as he gets about 10 feet away from me.
All right. So, Vargosh, you can see these walls, and these walls are adorned with crowns. There is very faded friezes that are carved into the walls here that seem to repeat the same depiction of an identical crown.
Carvings on the wall. Crowns.
And
There's nothing to me.
So once you get down to about 15 feet, you're able to reach the water below you. You're moving slightly back and forth.
Okay.
Is there a cave?
I gotta watch that again one of these days.
Yeah, I rewatched it recently. I love that film.
Yeah. Okay, before we move into the next encounter, whatever happens, were we able to recover the 2 shields from the 2 lizard guys?
Yep. I mean, they're obviously lizard folk shields.
Like small shields.
They are, I think, medium because they have +2 to AC.
Is that something we want the...
I mean, like, we're counting encumbrance here, right? So...
Well, yeah, it's all going on the sled.
Oh, okay, yeah. And you got, it's what, 300 you said that can carry?
300 pounds, yeah.
Okay.
I can carry a fair bit later.
Vargosh, what do you do?
I think he's going to hold on to the pole and go down towards the bottom of the rope and then push the pole down through the water to see how deep.
So you push the pole down. It goes down about a third of the way into the for the pole, the length of the entire pole. But then you hit a solid surface.
Okay.
Pull it out, and there's maybe 3 feet, a little more.
Difficult terrain. Okay.
Yeah. So he'll drop into the water.
When you step down too, it echoes out as if there's sweeping ceilings in here, and the chamber goes along for quite some distance.
He'll drop into the water and make sure he can touch bottom.
Yep.
Get its balance, and then whisper up towards the top. There's that. Soil safe for now. Come down. I'm not actually whispering because I want you to be able to hear what I'm saying. So.
Yeah. So what do you guys do? Who is the next one down?
I'm going to draw his sword, actually, and just let the pole float in the water.
Okay.
Yeah. Kieran's going to stow his poleaxe on his back briefly and then get a torch lit and start climbing down.
Okay, so how is a pole arm stored in your back?
Well, no, I get like a loop or something just to hold it there. It's not like stowed properly. He's just having it held there while he climbs down.
Yeah, that still doesn't answer my question. Like, I've never been able to picture how like a holster would work for a pole arm. You're either carrying it and using it, or it's stowed.
Good point.
Right?
The rules don't really cover that.
I mean, you could really drop it down to Vargosh, I think. Like if you're, and he could pick it up out of the water. It'll be wet, but
I can try and catch it.
I'll toss it down and don't drop this.
What you could do, John, like it's just that it means that it's not going to be easily things. There's a way of like stuffing it in there, so it's like between a backpack or something. So it's fit for travel because there's a way to just tie it on. But like,
I'm not saying that it's easily pulled out right now. It's just stuck there.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah. So just so we're on the same page then. Yeah, that's fine. All right, great. So yeah, you can go down with it on your back, no problem then.
Yeah.
And you don't need to make a roll. This is a relatively easy thing. So then, with you reaching the bottom. This is what you see.
Darkness.
Look at that torch.
Torch?
Are you lighting a torch?
Oh yeah, I was lighting it and coming down with it.
You need 2 hands to climb.
Could I take a penalty? Well, okay, yeah, I'll get down.
Yeah, if you want to make an actual check, now we're getting into territory where it's not a guaranteed success.
Yeah, no, I'll go down with it lit because.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Would you give us a climb check, please?
It's normally a 5.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
So you're able to make your way down. Then the torch.
You do it like Indiana Jones style. You put it in your mouth.
No, because I was singeing my beautiful long golden locks.
All right. Okay, light sources. Here we go. Right on my screen. I'm having... okay, so bright is 20 feet. Shadowy is 40. So let me... I think I can actually do that on these, because the new...
Yeah, the new stuff is pretty cool.
Bitching about the old dynamic lighting. Okay, so let's see here. You know, I'm such an idiot. I looked at it, I thought about it for a second, got distracted. 20 and 40. Good lord. Okay, let's see here.
Oh, I'm getting Legacy of the Crystal Shard flashbacks.
Yeah, that's awesome. All right, so you guys get down. That worked out pretty well, hey?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that looks great. Okay, so you and it is damp down here. You can hear the sound of dripping water off in the distance.
Argosh is like, God, you and your torches.
Would you like your allies to join you?
Well, they're here to help carry loot, so yes. I tell them it seems big enough here that you could use your bows, so bring those down.
Okay, so each of them come down. There's Carm, there's Relay, and then there is Real, Ederic. Now, is anyone else carrying a torch? Do you want anyone to be a torch bearer?
I think we could give...
Is Ederic using a shield?
I don't know if Ederic has a shield. Let's see here.
I think Real could carry a shield. Oh no, he's got dark vision too, right? Elf?
He's got low light, so he can see further out than
Ederic,
I can.
So maybe
Ederic doesn't use a shield.
Okay, so he could use a torch.
Doesn't he have a two-handed weapon though?
He has a hammer, right?
Yep.
Is it a big hammer?
It's a big hammer.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
Give the torch to Carm. He can have a torch and a shield and keep himself safe while he's...
Okay. So he's carrying one of those...
heavy wooden shield, yes.
Yeah, and Real's got the longsword and the shield, so... unless you want him using a longbow.
No, I thought...
Yeah, we can have Real do the short bow. Elves are good with bows, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah, I'm just thinking more about keeping them alive.
Okay. So there, Carm's carrying the torch. Now, where do you guys wish to go?
I'll check this direction here.
So that direction over, there are naves on the side that look like they were... You splash your way over here, and the water gives way to these steps that lead up.
Yeah, I'm trying to stay away from those guys with the torches so I can continue to use my dark vision.
Yeah.
So I'm like, you guys go that way, I'll go this way.
I don't think in 3.5 regular light interferes with your vision. It's not like infravision.
Oh, really?
Let's take a look at all the rules thing here. Lighting.
I have a rule book too now.
Light and darkness. Here we go.
So
yeah, there's nothing in here about... let's take a look at dark vision. Was there something on dark vision?
I think dark vision's all black and white. So.
Yeah. Yeah, so I don't think it does interfere in this. I am going to go... Well, you guys talk about where you want to go next. I'm just going to go close my blinds because she's getting very excited. Right back.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So you found some stairs going up?
Just to like a little alcove. So it says they can function fine with no light.
Yeah.
But it doesn't interfere with the light? Like,
No, there's certain kinds of dark vision like drows get that bright light screws it up for them. They get like penalties.
Come on.
But otherwise, it's just
Yep.
you can see normally in light and black and white and dark.
All right. Anna says hi to everybody.
Hi, Anna.
Hello, sweetie. Can't wait, Dave. We're not that far away from me being able to have you over for dinner. Dinner and board games and have Anna say hi. That'd be great. All right. What do you call it? So you guys reach over here, Vargosh. What you can see is there are spaces in the nave here, as if there would be the future spot where you would announce someone or you would lay someone to rest. Like there are, where there's those markings, there's clean walls here. Come here, doofus. There's clean walls as if it is awaiting laying someone to rest in here, where they could announce their triumphs and all their successes in their lifetime. But nothing there.
I'll point that out. Looks like there's empty spaces here where you'd think that people would be laid to rest.
Over here, massive pillars set in, almost 15 feet across, that sweep up to the ceiling and have an arch leading through deeper in. And you can hear from the echoes of the splashing that it leads further in. It goes without saying, this is difficult terrain.
Yeah.
I take it. Okay.
I figured 3 feet of water. Good thing we didn't have any halflings.
Ederic says, I recognize none of these markings. These are not to any of the Futurists. These are older men, an elder kind. The light does not reach this place. What do you guys do next?
I'm guessing to the north it's the same alcove stuff.
You bring their burning torch over there. Same thing that Vargosh has described.
Okay, so I guess we're going through the arch.
Maybe they're all off to the east, waiting for us.
How does the air feel in here? Like it's kind of stuffy, other than the smell.
It is
kind of like
stagnant and wet. The water is frigid, and it has a sickly stink to it, and it has that scummy, particle-filled quality. Hey, get out of there, Anna! Come on, get out of there. You're just having a random encounter with all my wires. Come on, sweetie pie. Out you go. All right, come on. Good girl. Yes, thank you, honey. All right, she's navigating her own dungeon. It kicks it up so that it's almost black. It's almost like like crude oil reflecting any light that you're bringing over it. You can't see where your feet are as you make your way through this, even though it really only goes up a little beyond where your knees are.
That's fun.
Where do you wish to do next? Or what do you wish to do next?
Go into the arch. Don't get behind Ederic.
Okay.
What do your orc eyes see, Vargosh?
He's looking around, unhappy. There is a darkness here.
Do you want to leave?
We will cleanse this.
That's what I like to hear.
Maybe I'll put this bow away. Like, I feel more comfortable carrying my sword.
Okay. So you place the bow away. You can see in here there are a number of massive, another set of massive pillars further in here. What do you guys wish to do? Give me 1 second here. I need to relay. I'm saying his name differently. It's like Religan, right?
Rail.
It's like a different thing each time. Kyrian and Vargosh, would you kindly each give me a spot check, please?
Spot. Nope. I got up to 7.
Okay, and then for Vargosh.
Ooh,
Oh, 2. Nope.
I rolled a 4.
Smell is discouraging you.
All right. What do you guys wish
Ragosh
to do
has a lot
next?
of he has a lot of penalties. So
Yeah.
I rolled a 4.
Welcome to first level. I guess we're moving in. I
Yep.
think Vargas should move ahead because he can see farther than we can. So
Okay. Edric is carrying up the rear. So Vargosh, since you're the first one along, your foot hits something. Something under the water. And what's that up ahead? Enormous cyclopean stairs leading up out of the water.
Giant stairs coming up out of the water.
And right here is where you hit something.
Oh,
you're not going to look at it?
Something in the water. Stubbed my foot on it.
You think you moved it too. Like it gave. It's not like you stumbled over something. You hit something and it moved.
Oh. I'll explain that then. That's different than what I didn't just said.
I'll move over there, look around, and put my free arm down and try to feel for it with my hand.
Okay. Would you give us a search check, please?
Yes, sir.
Let's see.
So glad I put ranks in that.
Yeah.
7.
You can take a 20 on this if you just want to take your sweet time. It's down there. It's going to take time.
Yeah, I'll just feel around until I get it. I don't
Okay.
think we're in a rush.
So Kyrian, almost obsessed with the finding whatever it is that's down there. It's rooting around. Your face is so close to the blackened water that the others are a little uncomfortable. I'm just going to check something here because I think that can't. Edric would have access to Orisons as well, wouldn't he?
He would.
Yeah.
And I think he would get 3 of them per day at first level.
Yeah, he does. So I wonder if he can just cast. I'm just going to check the duration of light.
Oh, yeah, there it's an hour per level.
An hour per level? Okay, cool. So then he will. Light is, just like a torch then. So he touches the end of his thing. He whispers a prayer to St. Yig. The Futurus, light this damned place. And allow me to give you a little extra light back here.
It's one of the reasons I was considering multi-classing into wizard so I could get cantrips.
And his thing is casting lights along. So as he's doing this, this is going to take 10 minutes for him to sort of root around down here. Cam...
Almost got it.
Yep.
Oh.
I think... What is... so Vargosh...
I thought you were making sound like Anna was biting you or something.
Oh, no. Not far. She's finally managed to push her beanbag chair into a... Oh, now she's up again. What, honey? That didn't last long. Oh, my goodness. So what is Vargosh and Edric doing? What do you want Edric doing?
Vargosh is kind of waiting, but he doesn't want to go too far ahead of the group, so he's just kind of like hovering back and forth between these two pillars kind of thing.
So the first thing that you find here, Kyrian, is you're reaching around. Oh, you finally find it. It feels like a vessel of some kind.
Okay.
Let's see if I can get a... What you pull up is something akin to...
Is it a mug of endless mead? If it's not, leave it alone.
It is an amphora. So it is a sacred urn of some kind. I'm trying to find a good illustration of one here for you. Maybe it'll look kind of like this.
Nice.
You pull this thing up. I forget, is appraise a skill in...
It is.
It is. Does anyone have appraise?
I have a rank in it.
Nice. I figured as much. Go ahead.
10.
10 is usually good enough, isn't
Mm.
it? Suddenly your knowledge flees you. I don't know, Kev.
Let's see. Appraise. Here we go. Check. It's
I think
common
a 10
DC
is
12.
Yeah. A common is 12?
Yeah, so failure means I get between 50 and 150% of the price.
So this is going to be worth between... well, that's a silly thing. I'm just going to give you a number, and it's not going to be the right number for this. So, and I'll see, higher or lower. All right. So this thing has got to be worth about like 80 gold. You know, people who have been talking about the stuff from having sat around the brazen strumpet, talking about what riches people would bring back. Like they pay good money for this shit because out east people pay for these relics. It's a bit big and cumbersome, so it's going to be about 20 pounds.
Okay.
But yeah, wow, they are also quite brittle, so you may want to be careful with that. And it makes you think as you're looking around, like, what the hell else is under all this water?
That's a good question. I'm gonna ruin my backpack and pull out one of my.
Question you may not have time to answer. Vargosh, would you give us another spot check, please? I'm going to make one for
my
Edric.
favorite Russian skill from D&D 3.0.
What's that?
The spot check.
Spot check, yeah. All right. How'd you do?
Oh, did you get a negative?
-1.
-1.
You rolled a 1.
So
I think maybe what 20?
I guess Vargas gets excited about what Kyrian found. He's like, "Oh, you found something there! It's some treasure." And he's like not paying attention to the surroundings anymore, and he's like, really keyed in on what's going on.
Well, you see him bring that thing up out of the water, and you're looking down, and you're immediately kind of like pawing, with your toe. It's like, come on, where is more of this stuff? Fortunately, I rolled for Edric's spot check, and I got a 24.
Oh, well, that's because he's an elf and he's paying attention.
No, Edric's not an elf. He's a human.
Oh, Edric. Never mind.
Yeah.
Real.
Okay.
All right, Edric. What'd you find? What'd you spot?
Dead. Coming from the water. I don't know.
Yeah, you picked up the urn of sacred ashes, and now they're upset.
Well, it's sacred mud at the moment.
Okay, so this is what? Let me determine how far away this will be. Okay. Oh gosh, yeah, it's right there.
What is it?
It is. Edric says, "Vargosh, behind you!" And you turn, and there is a roughly humanoid but broken away shadowy form drifting towards you.
No.
Guys?
No. No.
Click on your tokens and roll initiative, please.
That's
Might
what
not
I
have seen it.
think that is.
There we go, Edric. A 3. Pretty good. I'll add turns for both Cam and Real. Guys, go ahead and roll d20 for each of them and add it in as you like. Okay, and I got 4. It. Plus 2. Okay, so 12. All right, we got everybody in there? All right. So, Vargosh, look at that. Vargosh, you were up first. So,
yeah, I guess Edric, shouts the warning, and instinctively Vargosh spins around, and maybe he's a little gassed at what's coming at him, but collects himself right away, moves forward, and takes a swing.
Go right ahead.
That's kind of what he does.
Okay.
He doesn't really know what he's fighting.
No,
so,
you wouldn't. There's no reason for him to.
I don't either. I'm like trying not to metagame so hard.
Yeah.
And it's not a very good swing.
It's not a very good swing. All right, so you move yourself up towards it. Yeah, there you go. And swing, and it is just, it goes completely wild.
It's a little panicky, a little wide-eyed, and
Yeah.
you're like, swing for the fence.
All right, next up is this thing. So, what is, Dave, your touch AC?
Of course it is.
Should be 12, I think.
12?
15. Let me just double check.
Because 10 of your dex modifier is a +2?
Yeah, it's touches AC is 12.
Okay, excellent. Okay, so this thing, it seems to move in weird, twisting kind of ways, almost like a sheet tied to a line caught in a windstorm as it moves in. Misses you by 1. It seems to only want to touch you. It is completely oblivious to the whatever attacks that you may be making here. Next is Karm. What's Karm doing?
Well, Karim is freaking out. Shadow things? What? He doesn't even know if he can hurt this thing.
Why don't we do this? For a henchman, why don't you give us a will save?
That's a good point.
Good call.
Yep.
Good.
He's holding firm. Yep.
Well, that must be the new gear he's got. So he's going to try and move forward, double move, because it's difficult terrain, and get up there.
Yep.
And
Okay.
that'll be it.
All right. Kyrian, you're up next.
Torch in one hand, M4 in the other. He's going to move forward.
Okay.
And he's a move action and hold this Karm.
Okay. I mean, he's got full hands. He's got torch in one hand and a shield in the other.
Just scoop it and don't move. I don't know.
Ederic is up next. So, Ederic will sit within 60 feet. He starts stomping through the water towards this thing, and he says, "Thing of darkness, I told you, I bring the light of Saint Yig," and brings his hammer forward. And I'll get you guys to make a check for us. Let's see what his charisma bonus is. No modifier to charisma. So it is 1d20. One of you guys give us a 1d20 roll, please.
Feeling lucky, Dave?
I don't know. I think I'll roll it because I'm the one standing in front of the shadow.
Yeah. Let's see.
High number.
Come on. Big money. No.
He's not a character though.
He's a PC. Like he's getting a share of your treasure as well too. So do you want to spend astonishing fortune to re-roll that?
Do we have any left?
You got 2
We
left,
had
don't
2.
you?
Yeah, we might need it. All right, roll 20. It's time for the big swing.
He has 2 more attempts this day.
Oh, so he can just try to get next round.
Yeah, he can try again next round.
It's up to you, Dave. This thing's trying to touch you in the bad way.
Yeah, I know, but Vargash doesn't know that, and
Vargash isn't making decisions, so yeah.
Yeah, but
okay, we'll leave it at 2 then.
Okay. All right, then it is Real's turn. What's Real doing?
Moves up next to Karm. Says, well, "What are we supposed to do?"
This.
Yeah, and what you're seeing as well too is like when the light that's coming out from Ederic's hammer, it almost seems like it's being consumed by the shadows as if it's not affecting him whatsoever. What's that nat 20 for?
That was for Real's will save.
Oh my God, Real's jumping into combat.
So he moves up. What are we supposed to do? And then totally thinks he's able to do this kind of thing. Is that what I read from a 20?
Whatever you want to do. How would you interpret it?
I think he's like not only made his will save, he thinks that he's like near invincible or something, and he's going to step up here and.
Okay. Does he have enough movement to get there and attack? 1, 2.
He was here.
He's wearing leather armor, so he can move 4, right? No, he can move 3.
30, yeah.
Yeah, and you can't squeeze You can't squeeze around corners, right? So
so then he can't get there.
yeah. All right. I mean, that works to your benefit as well, too. So you can get a choke point there if you want for the next 3 shadows that show up.
Don't do that to us.
Fargosh, what are you doing?
Fargosh doesn't know better, so
Nope.
Fargosh is going to swing.
Go ahead.
Because that's what you do when your player knows but your character doesn't.
Yep.
I'm going to power attack it. Yeah, because that's what Fargosh would do.
Absolutely.
I didn't hit it last time, so if I power attack this thing...
Oh, I was a nat 1.
We're doing fumble rules?
We won't use fumble for today. Gosh, because actually that wouldn't have been a fumble, right? Because you roll to see, and then if he hits, he doesn't fumble.
Right.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah. So,
fumble
yeah.
not confirmed.
Yeah. So that would yeah. So you swing wildly. I think even though maybe it's like part of your like your primal roots or your primal instinct. Like you're trying to be brave and fight this thing, but like somewhere deep inside, there's part of you say like that just recoils against the unnaturalness of this thing.
Well, yeah, like the superstitious nature of the barbarian combined with like the fact that his sword is literally passing through it.
Yeah. Well, he's not even sure what to connect with at this point because it's still it's so diaphanous and lacking in substance. But then this thing kind of lashes out at you again. Let's see, and you had 12 to hit. Nat 1. Nat 1. The dice have turned in your favor. Now, does he get more than 1 attack per round? No, it doesn't. All right. So this thing is still eager to try and get at you, Vargosh, but it does seem to be keeping its distance a little bit. Karm, what's Karm doing?
Well, he's got an armful of stuff, so all he's doing is just moving away from the shadow. Because he's got loot, and if he needs to run, he's going to go spend it.
All right. Then
Isn't he your light source, though?
I'm holding a torch, so...
Kyrian, Ederix says, stand fast, Kyrian, the blessing upon you. Do you wish to delay until after his turn?
Yes.
All right. So then, Ederic, 1, 2, 3, comes forward. He's chanting a prayer to Saint Yig in this. You can hear it echo out. Finally, this knave is feeling like maybe what it was actually designed for. And as he touches the back of your halberd, he unleashes his final prepared spell. And the tip of your blade, of your, whatever, no, it's not, I keep saying halberd, but it's a glaive, isn't it? Yeah. The tip of your glaive flashes with light, and then it runs down it as if it was slowly being heated by a forge, and then the whole thing flashes, and there are markings in celestial script across it, and it reeks of divine magic.
But that's not the weapon you're using, so now you got to take 2 rounds to get it out.
Full round action. I can get it out in a full round action.
It does also mean he'll drop his torch into the water.
Yeah.
Which is awesome.
Well, that's why I was wondering why Karm was walking backwards.
Yep.
Like, he's carrying.
I didn't know Edric was doing anything.
Okay, so then Kyrian, so you've seen this happen, and Edric yells again, like that, almost like revivalist, or tent revivalist preacher kind of way. Strike down our foe! And Kyrian, it is your turn. What are you doing?
Dropping his torch in the water and taking a full round action to get his halberd or his glaive out.
Whoosh, whoosh. All right. And this thing has a magical glow around it. It almost hums with the sound of an angelic choir as it moves forward. Then it is Reel's turn. What's Reel doing?
Real's kind of probably looking at this creature, watching Gargosh swing frantically at it, and then sees like Edric come up and like cast some spell, and now Kirian's weapon is glowing, and he's like, "What the hell am I doing here?" Like, I thought we were just hauling out some like scrap from a tomb. I didn't know I was going to be fighting these. I think he's just gonna
Move back with Karn.
probably move back a bit.
Okay. Then it is Vargosh's turn once again. What's Vargosh doing?
Is there I was trying to look through the rules. Is there a dodge or?
You can take defensive if you want. You can do either fight defensively or full defense. If you fight defensively, you get a -40 your attacks, but +2 AC. If you go full defense, you'll get a +4 AC.
That sounds like super tactical, and I think I'm going to have to make an intelligence check.
That sounds about right.
Oh, look at that! Mr. Vargosh, you just made your intelligence check by the skin of your teeth, so yeah, I'm going to go full defense. He's finally figured. Maybe it's just like, reverse berserker thing. If you can't hit it, don't get hit.
Keep it away from you. Yep.
Yeah.
All right. So let's see here.
Just double checking the.
Yeah, I don't know if those bonuses sound like what you get from a feat, not what you get from.
Armor class modifiers. Total cover, no, that's not it. Concealment, flanking, helpless.
Turning undead. No, wait, that's one.
There you go. Full.
Combat modifiers?
Yeah, I'm not seeing that in here.
Let's see. Combat expertise talks about fighting defensively, so... Oh, here it is. Page 142. Total defense. You get a +4 dodge bonus to AC for 1 round.
Okay.
That's good. I can use that.
All right, so you got +40 your AC. All right, so
yeah, the only thing you can do to move is do a 5-foot step, but you're in difficult terrain, so you can't move.
All right, you could move and take a attack of opportunity.
I think I'll pass on that.
Okay, so then now I need a 16 to hit you. Here we go. It once again tries to get in. I miss once again. All right, then it is Karm's turn.
He's going to sit and watch and just make sure that the light doesn't go out for the other people.
Okay. Then it is Edric's turn.
Was that euphemism? Was that a metaphor? Like the light doesn't go up for us, or is that?
It's doubled.
He's watching.
Double entendre.
It's a double entendre. All right, so what he will do is once again trying to turn this. He turns back towards it and both hands clasped with a hammer. He cries out once again, "The darkness cannot stand before the light! Flee, creature!" Go ahead and give us a roll there. What do you guys, 1d20?
I've got the magic weapon. You go ahead, Dave.
Okay, what was I rolling? I'm rolling
D20.
I'm rolling for Real's motivation. Whoops,
D20. 12 means it can only affect a 1-hit dice creature. These are not 1-hit dice creatures, so these things are far older and more powerful than what Edric's abilities can offer. Kirian, you're up next. Yeah, this
glaive in hand. I'm going to stalk forward my only 10 feet because difficult terrain, and I'm going to use combat expertise. Take a -1 to hit and get a +1 to my AC and swing at him.
Please do.
No flanking. That's 1.
Oh, very nice. So, now hold on. I do need to make one. All right, so.
Almost a crit.
What I need you to roll now is a percentile check, please.
Oh,
Yes. Oh, fuck. In spite of that, it passes harmlessly through this thing. Part of its shadowy substance burns partly away, but it is insufficient.
Can Astonishing Fortune let me reroll that one?
No, not that.
Okay.
Yeah, trait checks or attack rolls or anything like that, but
Yeah, that's it.
not that. You know what? Go ahead. Yeah. You only have 2 left, right?
Yeah.
Or
Only if Dave agrees.
there's.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So you want to roll over 50, John?
Yes.
Yeah. There you go. All right. Let me roll hit points for the sucker. It is Hooba Chuba. A lot of hit points.
Yeah. The shadows is scary.
Mm-hmm.
If Kyrian knew what it was, he would have run. But he doesn't know.
Well, also, he's brave as shit. Right?
Yeah, but he's also intelligent as hell.
All right, here we go. There we go. There we go, guys. So you can see. And then what you see that tears through this thing. All right. Then it is Real's turn. What's Real doing?
Real is going to hold his ground and look back at the rope and wonder if maybe he should go start climbing, but maybe just hang out here for a couple minutes and see what happens.
Okay. Then it is Vargosh's turn. What's he doing?
Vargosh is going to continue to be defensive.
Okay. Then this thing's turn. It can
Yeah, figured.
move over.
Just checking. It's not affected by the terrain, right?
Correct. Yeah, it can move through walls. It can move through.
Just a tax opportunity kind of sake. So.
Yeah, no, unfortunately, it can take its step this way. So, Kyrian, your AC is what right now? Touch AC.
Touch is 13.
13, okay. Here we go.
Don't drain my stats.
It is a miss. You kept it at. It's no doubt fearful of that horrific glowing glaive of yours. Next is Karm. What's Karm doing?
It's going to move a little bit closer just to make sure the thing's fully bathed in the light.
Okay. Then it is Edric's turn. Edric will step forward. And Vargosh, even though you're fighting defensively, what do you have in your hand? Is it your great axe?
Yeah, the rusty axe that smells like fish guts.
Okay. You hear Edric saying a prayer, and then he touches your axe, and it flares to light. It is not the same as what Kyrian has on his. It is just light.
Okay.
So let's see here.
I'm gonna see if I can. If does Vargosh have any clue what?
And he says to you,
Oh, he says.
"Burn back the darkness." And then it is Kyrian's turn.
I don't believe in 3.5 you can choke up on a weapon unless you have a feat for that.
I do not remember. Let's take a look at our rules here. That's a good question. All right, reach.
Yeah. I'm going to have to provoke an attack if...
Yeah, I don't know. I thought you were gonna move behind me if that was defensive, but
Let's see here. Yeah, I actually do not know, and it's not easily found in
Reach would be...
reach weapons. 112. What does it say? Where does it say that? Reach weapons. A reach weapon is a melee weapon. Yeah, you can't choke up on it. So you have to. Oh shit! And you're in bad terrain too.
Yeah, so I can't do 5-foot step back easily.
So you'd have to take a attack of opportunity if you want to move back. To get... That's a hell of a balancing factor.
I'm going to choose to fight defensively this turn.
Okay.
And take a move, basically use my movement to go over. And I think combat expertise gives me a bonus. I just double check. Maybe it's something else. I think I got it.
So combat expertise, you can use the attack action to take a penalty to your attack roll and then add it to your dodge bonus. So you need to make an attack roll in order to get that.
So I got to do it before I move?
You got to make an attack before you move, yeah. And you can't attack with your weapon at this range.
What about fighting defensively, stepping back and swinging?
No, because you're fighting defensively then.
Well, not full defense, just...
Well, fighting defensively, isn't full defense the
full defense is you don't attack, you get a +4. If you fight defensively, you can get a -4 to your hit and a +2 to your AC.
Where's fighting defensively again? That's
If you look under combat expertise, it says normal. The character without the feat can fight defensively while using attack or full attack. Take a -4 and get a +2.
Okay. Yeah, so you can take a -4 to hit and get +2 to your AC if that's what you want.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that and try to get clear of them.
But the thing is, hold on.
I'll leave it to you to decide if I can.
Yeah, the thing is that you're using. It's when you're the way it's phrased is when you're using the attack action, then you get that bonus. So you have to have it as part of an attack in order to get that bonus.
Yeah, that's.
What do you do?
I'm gonna fight just full defense this turn.
Full defense, okay, and then move.
I can't. Full defense, I can't move. Just get a +4.
Shit. Okay, yep. Then it is Real's turn.
Hopefully Edric can do something.
Real's just going to keep cheering. We'll skip him.
Okay. Get it down! Get it down! Fargosh, you're up next. What are you doing?
So I can't move without getting an attack of opportunity, correct?
Yes. If you shift along... you could step, but if you move, yeah, you take a draw attack of opportunity.
And you can't step in a difficult, so...
So yeah, it's really... Do you suck up the hit for your buddy? This thing can only make one... well, it's turn next, and its attack of opportunity will refresh. All right, so it spins around, and that almost thrashing form.
Only AC 12 though.
Nat 20 is going to hit you anyway.
No.
Nope, did not confirm crit. So
Here comes the bad
this thing
stuff.
passes through you. Oy! And you are sapped of 5 points of strength as this draws your living vitality into it.
So do I just put temporarily -5?
I think that's the way, yeah, on the sheet.
Yep.
All right, but otherwise you're able to get to your position. Then it is this thing's turn.
I'm going to attack.
Oh, you're going to attack as well? Yes, go right ahead.
So now I'm flanking.
Yeah, and you got your new strength. Go right ahead.
I'm not going to power attack because I don't know how hard it's going to be to hit now.
Nat 1 will not do it.
How?
Oh my god. Well, because he just had, a third of his strength sapped away.
Yeah.
So you swing and had your muscles carried the same vitality they did a second ago, this would have been a true strike, but you stumble along in your water. Oh man. Give us a reflex save. Here's how I'll roll the fumble this time.
Flex.
All you need is let's say a 12. You fall down to your knees. You're going to be prone right now. Have to stand next turn. All right. It isn't difficult terrain to stand, though. So, Carm, what are you doing?
He's going to step a little bit closer, and that's all he can do.
Okay. Edric. Edric draws out of his belt a vial of holy water. Yeah. Who wants to make the attack roll for me? Edric
I
has
rolled terrible.
plus one to hit.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Splashes across this. Holy water does what? 2d4 or 1d4 damage?
That's a good question.
Do you remember? It's in the, I know it's in the equipment.
Yeah, I don't use holy water.
Again, for those who may have joined late too, apologies for having to keep looking shit up. It's just it's been a long time since we played this. And it's one of these editions where there is an answer to almost everything too.
And we literally decided to play this afternoon.
Yeah.
So, hey, we don't have a lot of guys. What do you want to play? Yeah.
So holy water. Here we go. Holy water does 2d4 on undead. So whoever rolled it, John, you want to roll the damage? 2d4.
7.
7. Nice. So this burns away this thing. And Edric says, the faith, the light, you are nothing to it. Kyrian, what are you doing?
Seeing Vargosh getting hit, he moves backwards and provokes.
Nice. Here it is. Big roll. You know what I'll do too, John? I'll roll in chat. Because that sounds like it'll be a lot of fun. All right, and so your touch is what again?
It's 12 now.
12 now. Here we go. 1, 2, 3.
Oh, thank God.
Narrowly. Kyrian, like in our like Zack Snyder version of this, there's this slow-mo like twisting blackened robe that whips just in front of your face as you step back. And then, would you like to make an attack?
Yes, I think that glowing pointy glaive and just stab it through it.
Yeah. Go right ahead. He's hit. Now 50% chance. Roll over 50. Come on.
Yes.
Nice. Into this thing. Holy smokes. All right. Then it is Reel's turn.
Not dead.
Not dead.
Skip him.
Technically, it is.
Well,
It's just... All right. What is Reel doing?
It's nothing.
Nothing? Just looking around to see... and every, like, flickering of the torch, he sees more shadows up there. Fargosh, what are you doing?
No flanking bonus now, is it? Or is he considered still a threat?
No,
I'm still flanking because I've got my reach weapon.
Yeah,
so
he can reach it, so
technically-
he's flanking, but you are prone. You can attack.
I did eat his attack of opportunity, though, so you can stand up for free.
Yes, you could. Unless he's got combat expertise. Or combat reflexes.
But we don't know that.
So I'm going to stand up because I don't care right now. Vargas is
Yeah, his attention seems to be solely focused on Kyrian, so you're able to... water splaying off of you, your brilliant but fishy-smelling axe in hand. What are you doing? Dave's getting the weapon. So Dave's spending his move action to retrieve his sword. Love it.
And,
Come on.
yeah, you just gotta hit. Come on, hit.
Oh, jeez. Oh,
I don't
what
know.
was that roll? A 2.
2.
You got 1 point of Astonishing Fortune left, don't you?
Mm-hmm.
What do you think, John?
Well, metagame-wise... Well, it's not metagame. I'm leaving it up to you. I've already used plenty.
What do you think? Oh, shit. So the flanking bonus give you a +2. That is very close, but this thing is quite agile. Now, on its turn. Oh, boy. Vargosh, go ahead and make a... Oh, no, it can step, can't it? Dang it.
It can step, yeah.
Yeah, so it flickers once again into reach with you. Kyrian, I'll roll in chat again. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Oh, just enough.
Yep.
Oh, no. All right, let's roll a d6 here. You only lose 2 points of strength.
That's cool.
All right. Then it is Karn's turn.
Karn is he's gonna back away because it's a little closer now.
Yep. Edric he's actually saving his turn in last one in the event this is not the last one. Dave, why don't you go ahead and give us a attack roll? Give us a d20 plus 2 for Edric. Step forward that glowing hammer of his. Kyrian, you're up next. What are you doing?
Something reckless.
Oh, yeah? Love it.
Vargosh, catch! And I throw my glaive towards him. Just heave it towards him.
Awesome. All right. Let's do this. Why don't you give us... I'm going to set the difficulty at 10.
Like a ranged attack or something?
Yeah, why don't you make a ranged attack? Kyrian?
I made an 8.
Oh, with a... is that using your strength?
No, that's dexterity.
Yep. What's your strength bonus right now?
+2.
10 is good enough, so you toss this thing over. Vargosh, what are you doing?
You'll have to drop your great axe to get it, but you get the shiny glaive thing.
I guess I'll drop my great axe because he threw his weapon at me.
Okay. So let's do this.
And then I'll reach down and grab my short sword and just wave it in front of me, not doing anything else.
Yeah. Okay. Why don't you, Vargosh, give us a...
Dex check?
Yeah, why don't you give us a dex check? It'll be a 10.
See if I can snatch it out of the air.
Yeah.
Yes.
And it's even ready.
Vargosh just lets go of the axe and then grabs the glaive and comes around with it and like...
Okay, so Real will go past... And remember, it is a magic weapon right now. You have +1 to hit, +1 to damage.
I wasn't using that.
You haven't been using that?
No, I didn't know it was magical. I don't have spellcraft.
Oh, sorry. I thought that the what do you call it? The description of it was sufficient when I said it was suffused with divine magic.
Okay.
There we go.
So,
I'm going to take away. You hit it once, right?
I hit it twice.
Twice, okay. So then, Vargosh. We're going to skip. Real is just watching this happen.
Finish him.
Vargosh. So you will have a +1 to hit on top of... I think you can just use your battle axe or your great axe and then just add +1 to hit, and then we'll just do damage differently.
And flanking.
Oh, yeah, and flanking bonus now, too.
So you lost 5 strength, and you're getting a +3 to hit, so your attack will be unmodified. Your damage
No. He's already adjusted his strength in the character sheet.
Okay.
Yeah, so just apply
so
it'll be a +1 to hit. And +1 to damage.
We got that last point that we saved. We need it.
God.
Oh no, we spent it.
We spent it.
We spent it.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. All right, then this...
So would Real... Because Real went after he threw the glaive. Would Real have gone and grabbed the glowing sword or axe I just dropped?
No, Real went before Vargosh did.
Right, but I had to drop my axe on...
I think that they've been sitting back the whole time. I can't imagine that they're suddenly going to jump into action now.
It's still glowing. You can get it.
Yeah. Then it is this thing's turn. Oh, boy. So... it can step.
It can.
And it's incorporeal.
It is. Goes into the wall. This bastard.
Into the water. It drops down. And will spend its action.
That's a smart move.
Then it is Carm's turn. What are you doing, Carm?
Oh, he shit himself.
Where is it?
But he's got his arms full. He's moving back.
Okay.
He doesn't know if it's going to come from or not.
Okay. Edric turns. Where is it? Where has this devil gone? His eyes twitching like crazy. He's sweeping the the hammer down and then plunging into the water, and it's so full of particulates and whatnot that it just can't see anything. Kyrian, what are you doing?
Come get your freaking glaive.
Yeah, I'm gonna get my glaive and say, "Go get your axe and be ready."
Okay. Then it is Real's turn.
Real's gonna follow Karm. Let's tell it a dodge.
Okay. Then Vargosh, what are you doing?
He's gonna hand the glaive over to Kyrian and go and fish his glowing.
So I think,
axe.
I think it's a move action to hand something to somebody. So I think you're able to move over but not pick up the axe yet.
I moved over and grabbed it, so all he has to do is let it go.
Oh yeah, then that's fine. Yep, that's fine. If you use an action, that's good enough. So then Vargosh, you run over, grab your axe. You have that ready now too. On this thing's turn, it is hungry.
Wants to feed on me.
I knew it.
It appears behind Karm. That's actually a mess. He is waving his shield and his thing in front of him. This thing doesn't quite connect with him.
Oh man!
Is Karm carrying a torch?
Karm's turn. Yeah.
It is. Is there a withdraw action?
No, it's step. This is the level of desperation that has come to. John knows 3.5 on Pathfinder, backwards and forwards, and he's still asking, like, is there something I don't know?
It's been so long since I played it, so...
No, I think your step, that's what that does. Maybe there is, I shouldn't say it. I don't want to talk with such confidence. Maybe I'm wrong.
Yeah, I don't know.
I think it's like a disengage kind of action.
Drawing from melee. It's a 4-round action. You can move up to double your speed, but it's difficult terrain, and the first square doesn't provoke.
Yeah, so...
Special ability. So he can move 15 feet back.
Which ability is this?
Actions in combat. Special ability.
What page are you on?
Sorry, I was doing a search online.
Yeah, don't do that, because that's...
Oh, no, I'm using an official site.
Okay.
Special attacks. Special initiative actions.
Oh, you're talking about the chart?
Movement.
Yeah, because that's not in the PHB.
Special
Under
attacks.
special attacks. Special attacks are aid another, bull rush, charge, disarm, feint, grapple, overrun, sunder, throw splash weapon, trip, turn undead, and 2-weapon attack.
Draw.
He's got a torch in his hand. Why doesn't he wave it at
143, I think. Yeah, 143.
Full round actions. Withdraw. Here we go. Okay, as a full round action, you can move double your speed. Square you start is not considered. Yeah, so I guess you can. I mean, it doesn't say the first 5 feet, so he can withdraw if that's what he wants to do.
Yeah, he's he definitely wants to get to safety. So,
yep.
1, 2, 3, 4, and double his movement is 30 feet in there.
Yeah, so he moves 60. Okay, so he
screams.
See,
I knew there was a withdraw action. I couldn't remember the exact rules for it.
But he's going to leave Real behind?
Real can run with him.
Edaric's turn. What's Ederic doing? I guess he's NPC. Ederic will see this, and he'll start moving forward. Devil! Leave them alone! Face your foes! Kyrian, what are you doing?
He's like, good job, Karn. Keep that M4 safe, and I'm going to move my 2 moves to get there.
Okay, so the Emperor for sure is dropped. Karn does not have room for it. It's in the water somewhere. We're going to have to make an item save for it because it got dropped. Okay, so Kyrian, so that's as far as you're going to go?
That's as far as I can move.
I guess heavy armor.
Yeah.
Real, what's Real doing? Is he withdrawing as well?
Yep.
Yeah, nice.
He's just going to withdraw past the priest with the glowing sword.
Oh, shit! Okay, so he runs back. And then Vargosh, what's Vargosh doing?
Can't get there. 1, 2, 3. Can I throw a glowing rusty great axe?
Be an improvised throwing
Since
weapon with a -4 and a 10-foot range increment.
Yeah, since hand axe can't go more than 30 feet, I think that this probably can't either.
Okay, then he'll just move up next to Karm.
Okay.
It's one move.
And this thing's turn. Drifts down into the water yet again.
Karm, get in between me and Kyrian near Rio.
Okay. Karm, what's he doing?
He's listening to Vargosh.
Okay. Ederic, what are you guys trying to do here?
We're just defending the hirelings while
Okay.
we're waiting for this thing to move into some kind of range so we can hit it.
Okay, so Ederic is going to keep himself where he is then? Kyrian?
I'm going to ready an action to attack it if it becomes visible.
Okay. You're going to have to make a successful spot check to actually see it then.
Okay.
Okay. Real? What's Real doing?
He's just defensive,
Okay.
dodging. Plus
Okay.
what is he?
Vargosh?
Holding an attack to attack the creature when it comes visible.
All right. And then out of the wall. Vargosh, I need a spot check from you, please.
It's too far for me to hit, so.
Yeah. And that's where it was, John, if you go back and replay the video, it wasn't avoiding your attacks. It actually was.
I believe you.
Yeah. All right, so that you unfortunately don't see it in time. I will let you make an attack of opportunity, but not until after it makes its attack. So it is going for Real this time.
Come on, you elf.
I actually miss. Oh no, because he's flat-footed. So I hit Real. Real loses 6 points of strength.
Wow.
So he's down to 4. Oh! Little wisps, which you think would be impossible in an elf, but white strands begin to appear, or gray strands in his hair. Then it is Karn's turn.
Oh, what about Vargosh's attack?
Oh, Vorgosh, yeah, sorry, go ahead, make your attack.
Okay, and he's not using a magic weapon right now. Right?
No, he's just, yeah, you're just using your great axe and has the light spell on it. Against the wall. Then it is Ederic's turn. Ederic is going to... he's going to try and pull Real out of the way. So it's an involuntary move. I don't know how successful this is going to be, but...
Oh, we skipped Karn.
Skip Karn?
Yeah, it was Karn, but then Vargosh got
Oh,
his
yes, yeah.
attack.
What was Karn doing?
Karn was going to try to pull Real away.
Oh, yeah, so go ahead and give me a d20 roll. +2, or +1 for him. No. He's too scared. But Ederic, maybe. Give us a d20 roll for him.
Just D20?
You just d20 plus 2, actually, because... Nice! So he grabs him and pulls him over here. Away from him! It probably helps that Ederic, or that Real's strength is so awful right now. Kyrian,
Yeah.
This thing is still like half out of the wall.
Step here.
Yep.
Well, not step, but move there. And swing at it.
Go
Just
ahead.
try to clip what's left of it.
Yeah.
Power attack, no additional attack bonus 1.
There you go.
Damage bonus 1.
Now, 50%
Mischance.
chance. Here we go. Come on. Higher than 50.
Yes!
Yeah. So, what does it look like as you bring this blessed glaive around and shatter this thing?
So he steps in and he's sweeping it up, and it's scratching across the wall as he's digging into it just a bit, just right up through it.
I love it. Sparks fly off of the wall where this enchanted glaive goes, and this thing disappears as if a rotted rag caught in strong winds and torn apart. The remnants of it disappear into the surrounding shadows. What do you guys do next?
This place is extremely dangerous.
You know, check for that amphor?
Eric, is this what you meant when you said we were going to cleanse this place?
Yeah, I'm going to try to find the M4.
It's not going to be too hard to find it. You know precisely where it fell.
Okay.
So it won't be hard. It's just a matter of whether it took... would you give us a 1d6 roll, please? 1d4. It did fall into water first, so it blunted it a little bit. Nice. It survived. It didn't get past its hardness, so you get it.
I'll have Karn put away his shield and hold on to the M4.
Okay. So he's got his hands on the M4. What do you guys wish to do next?
Okay. So this is a real pricey item. We could leave now and regroup and get some holy water and come back later.
Do we just want to search our way back? Maybe there's stuff on the floor on the way back.
My blessing will last for, I believe it's 1 minute per level. So it'll be for another 40 seconds before magic weapon expires.
So if another one, can we hurt these things with normal weapons, Edric?
Yeah, 1 minute per level. He shakes his hand. He says, "It appears not."
Then we should search what we can here and not go deeper in case there are more of them, and come back better prepared next time.
Agreed. Maybe more holy water.
He wait. Sense motive is a skill, right?
Yes.
Yeah, give us a sense motive check. I just want to see. It's DC 10.
Oh, I'm trained in that.
Nice. Edric's got something. He looks uncomfortable with that, but it's seemingly a combination of discomfort and maybe embarrassment.
Kyrian will say, "Speak your mind, Edric."
With truth, Kyrian, I am not certain I could find this place again. I fear this may have been either misfortune or the guidance of Saint Yig.
Do we loot what we can then?
Well, you see best in the dark, and you're the fastest of us all, Vargosh. Maybe we should make for the stairs.
Once you're on the stairs, you will not be restricted by the difficult terrain any longer.
Ha! I say we move forward.
How is Real doing?
Real is feeling... He's slumped over. He's pale. Vargosh knows, I think, precisely how he feels. Kyrian, you do to a degree as well.
Imagine it's kind of like when you got the flu and you're like just super weak.
Absolutely. Or like after a really hard workout, where you just your arms and legs and everything is just spent and it hurts to do everything.
Kyrian moves over to Vargosh and says, Real may be a hindrance down here, but I don't want to leave him up without any protection. Think it's safe to keep him?
Maybe he should sit by the rope and just make sure that nothing happens to our departure.
He lost 6 points, right? It's going to be... Yeah. He's going to have a hard time climbing out.
Yeah. We might have to tie him to a rope and pull him out.
Yeah. Good thing I brought a second rope.
What do you think then, guys?
If we need to get out of here in a hurry, Real won't get out.
Why don't we just do a quick
Carm?
Scan.
So Carm says if he looks and says, if there's more of these things down here, we can't do anything. Why don't you go ahead? He points at Edric. His hammer glows anyway. His axe glows anyway.
Yeah, Kyrian kind of looks at Carm seriously for a moment and kind of like gets to look. It's like, you'll still be there when we get out, correct?
Of course.
They're not going to try and make it through the moors on their own, are they?
If we're not out by mid-afternoon, you should flee.
I can tell you, I rolled a sense motive for you. You're 100% sure that neither of them will leave you.
Okay. So let's get you two up and out of danger.
Okay.
So they're going to head over to the rope and...
Yeah, and Carm can sort it out with the two of them.
We need somebody to hold the torch, because I won't see. Actually, Edric's thing's glowing, so he's fine.
I got light on the end of my axe.
Yeah, okay. You should see light on his axe as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, it moves with me.
Okay. So then, Vargosh, you get your way up here, and this seems to be an enormous antechamber that almost seems like a precursor to a final sort of resting place or final mausoleum. There are many detailed friezes and carvings in the walls. They seem men, no pointed ears, no stunty beards or anything like that, but they seem of a extraordinarily bloodthirsty kind. You also see depictions of what is likely sorcery.
Explains the shadow thing.
They're bloodthirsty even for my kind. Look at this.
Ederic kind of nods, and he says, without any kind of like irony to it, Vargosh, he says, "You, of course, mean men."
Okay.
Okay, let's get out of this stinking water.
Okay, so you guys very quickly, as soon as you're up like one or two of these steps, you are out of the water. And you can see that there is another frieze leading in, though this one, the entire arch over is completely full of more of these details. And with enough sufficient detail that you could tell faces from each other. Like as if this was marking some, final resting place or some kind of final place of honor for some other long dead conqueror.
Well, if we see another shadow, do we fight or do we run?
Considering my glaive is no longer glowing and he's out of holy water, we run. He tries to turn it while we get out.
Okay. I'm good with that.
So what you see as you get in here are 4 freestanding mausoleums built inside this enormous tomb. Each of these has a separate sealed door. Each of them stands about close to 20 feet tall, allowing for about another 10 feet above into this particular chamber.
What do you think, Bargosh?
Do they, any of them look opened or broken or?
All of them look to have been sealed for an eternity.
Times like this, I wish I could sense the presence of evil, but I cannot.
Bargosh turns around and says, "Can anyone do that?"
Paladins, I think.
Yeah. Those, Ederic confirms, those blessed by the gods in different manners.
Well, these should have been sealed, like somehow similar to the stone slab that we came in. Is that correct?
Yep. If you run if you've been listening to what Ederic said, you can see there's that wax seal on the inside here.
None of them look broken?
None of them look broken.
What do you think, Vargosh, Ederic? A little grave robbing?
I'm trying to think of if these were good people that were buried properly and represented something.
Have you seen the mural depictions? I don't think they were good people.
I don't think we're robbing the graves of some, kind-hearted warrior who defended his homeland and saved his family.
Ederic shakes his head and says, "These are devils in the guise of men." And his eye is twitching once again.
So if we crack one of these open, there's bound to be potentially something bad behind there. We have to either put it down because we just freed it, or we walk away.
Ederic says, or treasures.
This is the Barrowmaze.
There are tools that are neither Banes are neither aligned with the angels or with the devils.
Yeah, Kyrian, he just shrugs and says, "This is the Barrowmaze. Death is the certainty. It's just a matter of when. Let's crack one of these open."
Okay. Now you guys,
Bar, hammer bitins. Let's do it.
you guys did not expressly say you were bringing the pry bar down. But what do you think? Would that have been on the sled the whole time? Because that's probably where you would have tossed it if you went down.
Yeah. I mean, we can just go and holler up for them to throw it down.
Well, you guys can give a strength check here. You'd have to actually make all the way back.
Yeah. Well, strength has kind of been drained, so.
Yeah. So who wants to try and get this thing off? And you can aid another in this too.
I can. I've still got a +2 modifier. Morgosh might be able to get a 10 and help me. What do you think?
Yeah,
Edric can also help. What's his?
I'm down to an 11 now.
Edric has a +2, so go ahead and give a.
Okay, let's do a 1d20 +2 for Edric.
Yep.
Whew.
Edric's giving it Grant a +2. Vargosh.
Make strength check.
Just raw strength. Look at that, nat 20. +2.
Oh, 25.
So you guys get in and pull this thing. And it drops down and echoes throughout. And within there is only a single tomb. And set to one side, there is another amphora. Or amphora. There is a shield placed on top of the tomb that has like a blackened metal and a dark gray wood that makes up the actual shield, and atop that there is a silver circlet.
Dave the player's like, don't touch anything, don't touch anything.
Kieran just pulls out a sack and starts shoving stuff into it.
I am going to check one thing here.
Whether or not the shadow hits him before he gets anything?
No, it just what's his name? Edric, knowing what you guys were doing, did prepare detect magic. So yeah, he can do that then, and he just needs to make a spellcraft check.
Yep. But does he want to wait until we maybe crack open another one, or?
Well, he first because I mean it's a cantrip. So he casts his invokes a prayer, and his eyes open, and there's a kind of a light glow to them. And he says, The shield is enchanted. And that's when I think, which among you is the most, at this point, the most, not suspicious, what's the word I'm looking for here? The most paranoid.
Aware of surroundings?
Alert, yeah.
Kirian's just shoving stuff into a bag.
So it's got to be Vargosh. And Vargosh, you look over, and you can see, without any sound whatsoever,
and
slowly drifting out of these tombs. You have the circlet and the shield in your big sack when Vargosh yells out, "Go!" What do you guys...
Running.
Okay, that's what I figured. So the only thing I need from you guys then is... let's just make jump checks. That's going to be the closest that I need.
Jump. I actually have ranks in that, but a huge penalty. Oh, look at that.
Nice! Kirian, very good. Let's make for Edric.
I have the air lifting me up, like, get out of here.
Oh my god. Edric has a incredible penalty here.
Yeah, because his armor.
Edric got a 13. Vargosh is 1 shy.
Because of his lowered strength.
Oh, yes, because of your lowered strength. Oh, you already raged today, didn't you?
He did.
He got nothing else.
Yeah, Kieran won't leave him behind, so...
No, and I think maybe what we'll do, guys, is we will end the session with you guys having, like, race along here, leap down into the water, race your way through here as these are drifting after you.
Oh, I would try to swim then.
It's only 3 feet deep.
Yeah, it would be... It's like trying to get a breaststroke in a kiddie pool. What that just tells you is you're not going to get an attack on you, but I think we are at the base of here when these things will all...
Yeah, can Kirian be like swinging in the sack and just throw it up the thing just as the thing ends?
Yep.
Didn't the priest keep one?
He did. So will he He's been pretty intent on this. Will you let him save you?
What do you mean? Would it cost him his life?
He's going to turn and charge towards them and try and turn while you guys escape.
No.
The look in his eyes tells you that if you don't, we will all die. Go! He holds up his lit hammer. Go! And runs off. So we see you guys... The sack goes over. You go over. You can hear him shouting from down below. And then as the last of you comes up, what's his name?
Karn?
Karn. He looks, it's the priest. Where's the priest?
He charged in to turn the rest of the shadows. I stick my head down like, get to the rope, Edric, we'll pull you up.
So you look down, and Karn kind of looks down at the hole. He looks at the slab. And he looks back at you guys. And maybe we'll leave that there. So, do you seal him down here in his fate? We will, I guess, find out next time you play Barrowmaze. So, guys, then let's talk XP quickly. I know we're just over time here. I'll go.
Well, we started kind of late, so.
Oh, yeah, that's true. We started half an hour late. So let me quickly crank up.
I had a blast. That was great.
Me too. Yeah, I had a ton of fun. More fun than...
Hey, what happened to our Wednesday night below session? Suddenly it's a Barrowmaze session.
So we have 600 experience from our last session.
Yes, you do. So let's see.
You do?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
Per person.
Per person.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Okay, so let me see here. Let's go
down. Yeah.
In fact, I think what we're gonna it falls to silence down there. So I think that which of you is the one? Is it one of your hirelings or is it one of you guys that pushes the slab shut to seal the shadows in? Vargosh? Yeah. So
I look over at Tyrion and I know he's not going to do it.
No, Kyrion's lawful. He's very loyal. He wants to go back down, but he knows it's a death sentence, so he's holding out hope that he can pull him up. But
I think Vargosh is looking in the hole and he's watching, and maybe he just sees a flicker of shadow, and it might not be a shadow, but
yeah,
he's like, no, we can't wait any longer. He goes and he starts pushing, and then he starts to push, and the two hirelings help him out.
Yeah,
and
I think that maybe. Real is weak in state. Like Kieran, you start trying to step forward, and Real just puts this his pathetic weak arm on you, and you have a moment where he's been a mercenary before. He's fought in battles and whatnot. He knows when someone is lost.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's sealed shut, and you guys quickly grab your stuff, your sled, and start making your way.
Making me deviate from my build plan now. Kirian has motivation for multi-class.
Love it. Oh, man.
Oh, alignment shift.
All right.
We're getting a paladin, folks.
Oh, that's so good. I love these games. I had just a ton of fun tonight, guys. It's been really good learning, reacquainting ourselves with, or myself, I should say, with I don't speak for you guys, reacquainting myself with the rules. It's honestly, it feels like we ran so much third and 3.5 back in the day that it does feel like kind of, going home again.
Yeah.
This is a lot closer to AD&D than I remember it being.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Most definitely. And that, oh man, the shadows are freaking awesome.
I was over here in my head, I was like, why are you giving us a shadow right now? Aren't they like CR3 or 4?
I have full faith in you guys. Remember those Astonishing Fortune, they bump you up a little bit, so. But yeah, that was a brutal fight. Great fight with the lizard folk as well, too.
That was really well done tactically, I think. We didn't make too many major blunders.
No.
And our henchmen are still alive.
And even our hirelings, they got through. So.
The one thing I will say for third as well, too, is that because, and this is that's not a bug, it's a feature of AD&D that the saves are super swingy sometimes, where it's because it's a save or die, you know, in some cases, or like save or you're out of the fight for a time. I can feel more confident. I can take the gloves off and throw them and really throw challenges at you guys without too much worry about you dying.
Just be careful. When adventurers think things are too deadly, they might want to retire.
Hey, if you're retired, it just means you ain't playing the game anymore. It's,
new character.
There will always be someone. Okay, so let's see here.
Well, you got to have a really good motivation to keep adventuring.
Yep,
so.
And that's where the it's a term from the Feng Shui RPG. It's called buy-in, and like the onus is on the player to have a reason for why their character wants to get involved with all the crazy stuff. It's a really smart way of just being like, look, the DM doesn't need to design the entire encounter and everything else, and also try and convince you to get involved. Make a character who wants to go out and do cool shit.
Yep.
You know. So let me. Where is it in the? Here we go. Experience points.
Bargosh, we're giving his share to the temple in addition to the 10% we promised.
Great.
Yeah, the crazy old fop.
I might do. I might do some work for him too. I'm sure the temple could use some work around the yard or.
And I thought you saw as well too. There was a, there was a half orc who seemed to be working in the temple as well too. So they're welcoming of your type as well.
Indeed.
I think one of the last things Kieran's going to do before they leave is he's going to use his glaive and etch a big X on top of the stone slab, just so that if he ever finds this place again, he'll remember.
You say you're thinking of multi-classing into paladin?
Thinking of, yes.
Then the symbol of Saint Yig, I believe, is a cross.
Okay.
So it may be fortuitous that you made that marking. And Hooba Juba. That's
Yig. Saint Yig.
Multi-class him to wizard.
Can't cast spells raging.
I'm gonna give you a let's see.
Well, -1. It's a 9 intelligence. I don't think he can cast spells at all.
No, you can't even do cantrips.
But yeah. Maybe I could be a rogue.
I want to kick in an extra. Yeah, I'll give you an extra 250 for the excellent role playing and the terrific. What do you call it? Success. The success of getting your stuff.
I just love tossing the freaking glaive.
So both, each of those M4s is worth one.
Well, we didn't get the second M4. I got the circlet and the shield.
Right. Okay, so the silver circlet is not magical. It's worth 80 GP.
Okay.
The other M4, I'll just tell you because like when you get back to town, they'll correct you on what it's worth. It's actually worth 110 GP.
Okay.
So it's 190 between the two of them. And it appears that there is something inside the M4 as well.
Okay.
And then you're going to have to get that, either one of you guys will have to identify that shield or someone else will have to.
Yeah, Edric said it was magical, but we didn't know what it was.
Okay. 2, 3...
I think the hirelings earned more than a gold piece today.
1, 2, 3.
I was thinking we.
Yeah,
I was thinking we let them keep those shields that they got.
Okay, guys.
And the bows. Yeah.
Everyone is getting. This includes your hirelings and Edric. 560 XP. 560.
Ding.
Yeah.
Ding.
I think you guys. So it's only 1,000, isn't it? To reach second level.
It is. Yep. That's the one difference between 3.5 and Pathfinder. Pathfinder, it's 2,000. So.
All right. So then, guys, yeah, congratulations. I'm interested to hear what you guys are choosing to do with your next level. And with
I think it's 3,000 for the next. So
yeah. So here's what I'm thinking of trying something a little different with our hit points in this. I think what I'll let you do is every even level, you will get a reroll for your hit points.
Okay.
But you can bank that if you want. But if you re-roll, you got to take the re-roll.
So we have to decide
whether you bank it. Yeah,
okay.
so you can
we
use
roll
it.
hit points and then we can use it or not.
Exactly. So you roll hit points. If you want to spend that re-roll, you can. If not, you can bank it till you hit level 3 and maybe use it then.
Okay. Let me double check what I get.
You're going with what is it? You're going with Narab? What is it?
It's barbarian spelled backwards.
Oh, barbarian. Okay. Are you going barbarian for next level?
It's gonna be too late for those kind of jokes. I'm just
well, I'm just too stupid at the end of the week. Is Vargosh going barbarian level 2?
Well, that's what he is now. So I have to check up the multi-class rules.
The multi-class rules in this are that
Let's see. Each class has a favored class. I think Orcs is barbarian. As long as it's your highest level and the other ones aren't out of square by 1 or more. If it's 2 or more, you get 10% experience penalty. Most people don't use that though. They just say whatever.
Well, that's okay if you want to like alternate. Like I could go with a level of fighter.
Like for humans, it's any. So as long as their highest class won't matter, but the other ones that they have, if they have them, have to stay within 1 level.
And with a half orc, I think it's barbarian is your favorite class. So
yeah. So if I take barbarian and I go with like a level, I could look at like doing a level of fighter
or
a level of thief. I could do like barbarian thief.
I love it. All right. Well, I'll let you guys make your decisions on that. We will say that, we have to say goodbye to Edric. Oh, Edric.
I might go cleric.
Really? That's super cool. Well, cleric is a super freaking useful.
I got to double check my wisdom. I think I have a 13. I do. So I could do it, but not very well.
So this is our first proper session in the actual Barrowmaze, and we already get to move 1 character into the graveyard.
Bye, Edric. Valhalla.
Valhalla, yeah, I'll change it. No, this is the Barrowmaze. The graveyard feels more appropriate. I could call it the Barrowmounds. Let me rename it here.
So what happens if you're a priest of Saint Yig and you're trapped in a tomb with a bunch of shadows and they kill you? Do you become a shadow?
Anything killed by a shadow rises as a shadow.
Yep. So he will come back as a shadow as well. Basically, they've replenished their number again. Mm-hmm. So, but you guys, you could try and find your way back here again, too. He's not wrong. Like, he did get lost. But he did find this place in spite. So that's great. You know what, guys, I don't want to keep you any later here. Let's make with the wrap-up. This was a terrific... I had so much fun with this tonight. Thanks, guys. It's been so long since we played Barrowmaze, too. And 3E did a terrific job of...
Using my reroll.
Oh, yes. Good call. So 6 hit points. Oh, you are going to cleric. That's awesome.
Going cleric.
Nice.
Basically, when we get back, Kyrion's just he's gonna cloister himself into the temple and just to make up for them losing a priest, they're gonna gain a priest.
Yeah. So like a week passes. We'll say like a month. We'll say like a month of training between for each thing, and that'll be flat. Like regardless of whatever level you get to, we'll just say a month of training passes to, and then if that becomes cumbersome, we'll just we'll figure out some other thing. I just like the idea of a month going by. All right, so, guys, congratulations. For those listening at home, thank you so much for joining us for this session of, I think I called it Lost in the Shadow Shrine. So,
is our strength going to heal over time?
Your strength will heal back 1 point per day, I believe.
Okay, sorry to interrupt.
So, yeah, no, it isn't permanent loss. Let's see, your ability loss.
Yeah, if it's damage, it's good. If it's drain, it's bad.
Oh, guess right. I got to double check then, see which one it is. Let's see here.
And shame on you if you send draining monsters at
ability
us.
Loss. So ability drain, if that permanently gets rid of it. Let's see. Oh boy. If so, there'll be a permanent reminder. Let's see here.
I might not be able to wield my 2-handed axe anymore.
Well, restoration is a lot more accessible in this, I think, than it is.
It is 5th level spell.
Yeah. So a 5th level?
Yeah, so you just need a 9th level cleric to cast it.
Yeah. I don't even know if he is. No, it's just strength damage, not drain.
Okay, it'll heal.
Yeah, so I thought that was the case.
Too good.
Yeah. All right. So then, for those listening at home, thank you again for joining us for this one-shot playing our Barrowmaze 3.5 version Barrowmaze characters. As is always the case, if you have any comments, questions, or concerns regarding the session, the game we're playing, or the Barrowmaze in general, please do not hesitate to leave a comment in the comment section of the video, and I will endeavor to reply in a timely fashion. In addition, you can find all of us on the Dungeon Musings Discord server, and you can find a link to that down in the description of the video. While you're down there, you can also find a link to the Heroes Save Villages campaign. It's the charity fundraising campaign that we run on the channel. It benefits the SOS Children's Villages International Charity, a really great organization active in over 130 countries that benefits over 80,000 orphaned and abandoned children. And as of this week, we have already raised this year $4,000 for the kids who benefit from SOS Children's Villages International and their activities. So I'm a huge thank you to all the generous donors in the Dungeon Musings community. In addition, for every $25 that you donate from April 1st up until August 1st, 2021, you get one chance to win the grand prize or one of the other great prizes we have in our next charity raffle. The grand prize is a copy of Beadle and Grimm's incredible Legendary Edition Curse of Strahd, a really terrific product that is just one of my absolute favorite gaming products I've ever purchased. But if you don't win that, you still have a copy of a chance to win a copy of Beadle and Grimm's Shadowy Silver Edition of the Venricton's Guide to Ravenloft. And if you don't win those, you still have a chance to win some other amazing prizes, including a chainmail dice bag made by our resident armorsmith here, Dave. You could win a copy of a couple of Dungeon Crawl Classics modules. You could win a copy of the Acton Cthulhu 2D20 game, because I'm a dummy and bought an extra copy. Or you could win one of the great prizes from the Dungeon Musings Red Bubble Shop. So there's lots of great prizes, lots of great opportunities to win, and most importantly, some ways to help out some kids. In addition, for between now and August 1st, where you also have a chance to vote on what games we're playing for our charity sessions and for what to sometimes influence what's happening in them. Sometimes that's influencing what the characters are starting with, and sometimes it's a matter of what kind of gear they have. What kind of adventure we're playing, because our next adventure, which will be next weekend, is the Star Trek Adventures game from Modiphius. And we'll be playing in a next-generation adventure that features the Klingons as the main adversary and a natural disaster as the theme. So it's going to be a pretty interesting adventure that I need to write between now and then. So, in addition, the most important, I guess, thing, or the most consequential thing that comes from this, not only do you get to win some cool gaming stuff, not only do you get to help shape what's happening on the channel, not only do you get to have a say in what's happening in some of those sessions, you also get a chance to help those kids and the kids who could really otherwise not have a chance to enjoy a childhood. So those are all really great reasons for donating. Speaking of great things, I want to give a huge thank you to Dave and John, because we were talking when we were getting going. We were like, I don't know if we got enough to play a 3.5 game, but we were like, fuck it, we'll play like our old school games, get some hirelings, get an NPC, and dive into it. Guys, I had a total blast with tonight's session. This was an enormous amount of fun, so thank you guys for playing.
Yep. Well, thanks for running. Yeah. It was great.
And congrats for hitting level 2 as well, too.
Yeah.
That's one of the upsides of when I throw in ridiculously challenging things at you guys, is you gain levels faster. It's like drinking from a fire hose. So
it's like when Andrew joined us in Night Below, and he was gaining levels faster than he could get. Like, I don't have enough experience to go up 2 levels right now, but I can only get 1.
Exactly. All right. So for those who joined us too, thank you so much, guys. This was terrific. Dane Emery, love your 4E content as a new DM of Superhero. Well, that is fantastic to hear. There's our favorite feedback that we get from anybody is when our sessions have helped people get some of these games to the table. So I hope you're having a ton of fun with 4th edition. We may have something planned for 4th edition coming up pretty soon. So for those listening at home, thank you again for joining us. Until we see you again, we hope that this finds you healthy, safe, and weathering the current crisis as well as can be expected. We hope that we gave you a couple of hours, take your mind off of the troubles of our world, and think about the troubles that our heroes in the Barrowmoor get themselves into. Until we see you again, stay safe, stay healthy, and happy gaming.
See ya.